Welcome, everyone. How are you guys doing? Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Thumbs up if you can hear me. Welcome, everyone. Great to see you. Great to see everyone. Okay, this is a little bit different, so I'm getting used to it. So let's go ahead so I can see your comments. Sorry about the wobbles. They will calm down. They will calm down. Okay. Everybody doing good. Can you hear me? Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Okay, welcome. So, as you can see by the title, we have our guest tonight is Itsmevanessaduh, and she is a psychic medium. And like I said, I do believe that Vanessa has a true gift. So we'll let everybody get in, get situated. Welcome, everybody. Welcome coming in. Great to see you guys. Welcome. So we have Vanessa backstage, and let's go ahead and invite Vanessa in. I do ask that this is for entertainment purposes only, and we like to be respectful as we always are to everyone. We will not do any health questions, any mental health questions. So let's go ahead and invite Vanessa in. Welcome, everybody. Guys, we'll probably go, maybe if Vanessa wants to go live on her channel after this, or if not, we'll go live after to kind of catch up. And so I'll address everybody when we do our next stream. That way we can get into this. Welcome, everybody. So let's go ahead and invite our guest in. Our guest is called Itsmevanessaduh, and she has a great YouTube channel. So let's go ahead and invite her in.
Oh, you caught me.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, this is actually very clear. It works very well.
Okay, welcome, Vanessa. How are you doing tonight?
I'm great. How are you?
I am doing great. Sorry, the logistics of this camera is so different compared to what I'm used to. So I'm kind of like, where do I look at? Where do I look?
This is totally different. Totally different.
Yes, it is.
Trying to find my volume.
So, I think that it's normal, just like anything else.
Okay, let's see. Oh, here it is. Goodness gracious.
Guys, give us a minute. Welcome, everybody coming in. Get your elbows, get your seats, get your drinks, snacks, popcorn, your coffees, whatever you need. This is Vanessa's first time on StreamYards, and this is my first time without stories from the internet. Monty helping me. So kind of proud of us already, Vanessa. You know that
we got there.
My saying is over here that I am a low-tech girl in a high-tech world.
Same.
So welcome. So let's go ahead, and Vanessa has an idea right quick that we'll run through with you guys, and then we'll go ahead and get started.
Yes. Okay. So what I was going to do is I'm going to share, which I need to do it right now. Oh, by the way, people on my YouTube side did get notified apparently.
Okay, nice.
I did check. My friend Kathy did check for me. So I'm going to share our live right now on my Twitter, and I'm going to pick someone from my Twitter. If they retweet my tweet, I'm going to pick them to win just like a super quick, fast, like little mini reading. And then also, if you want to, I don't know how to do it. Maybe one of your mods will have to do it since we're on the back end. If they want to pin my channel, out of all the people that come and subscribe and put their notifications on for me real quick, I'm going to pick a winner out of there to get a quick mini reading as well.
Okay, Vanessa, I'm seeing one of my mods is right here, and I'm not seeing, I don't know how this is going to work with the mods on here. I thought that it would, Vanessa, they're asking for your Twitter handle. So if you want to go ahead and,
my Twitter is Itsmevanessaduh. I'm going to copy the link. So I'm going to need them to retweet my tweet. So just give me just a second. and I'm going to have them retweet my tweet.
Okay, Brant just threw it in there for you. Thank you, Brant.
Live now.
Yeah, Brant's got it right up there for you.
Paste.
Did you hear me, Vanessa?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
One of my mods, Brant has it up there for you. Is that correct? Look under Brant.
I can't see it on this end. I'm going to load it on YouTube as well.
What I do is I have another device too. I don't know if you got an older device, you can kind of read the comments. That's kind of, and then I turn the volume down. Sorry, guys. We're kind of this is kind of all new. So just bear with us and we'll go ahead and get started.
I can see the comments on StreamYard, but what I did was I can't see anything that's pinned or anything.
Yeah, like I said, Brant is my mod, but it's not showing them as mods on here.
Okay. So and then if they want to pin my YouTube channel, whoever goes and subs to my channel, I'm going to pick a winner out of there too. So make sure you go follow me on Twitter and sub to my channel. Itsmevanessaduh on YouTube.
Okay, guys, everybody understand what Vanessa's saying? So she's going to, Vanessa, you want to run it down right quick for them one time so they can kind of just.
Okay, so go follow and retweet my latest tweet that we are live here on Twitter. Itsmevanessaduh. And go subscribe to my YouTube. Itsmevanessaduh. I'm going to pick a winner from each. A new subscriber and someone that retweeted my last tweet just now that we're live. And I'm going to do a quick mini read, but you have to go sub and you have to go retweet, and I'll pick 2 winners.
So she's going to pick one, am I right, Vanessa? One from YouTube and one from Twitter.
Yep.
One fantastic. From okay, thank you. Brant's got everything on there as well. Thank you, Brant. Okay, y'all. So let's go ahead and get started. And so we want to do just a quick, we'll explain. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to make sure that we so first off, thumbs up, guys, and make sure you are subscribed to me and Vanessa. And thumbs up, guys, if you can hear us loud and clear. And welcome, everybody. Welcome. Everybody, can we hear good, loud, and clear? Can you hear Vanessa? Can you hear me?
I don't know.
That's okay, guys. You guys, some people say they don't have Twitter, but that's okay. She's still going to pick one person from YouTube as well.
Yep. If you don't have a Twitter, just go make sure you subscribe to me on YouTube, and I'll pick a winner from them as well.
Okay. Let me go ahead and put
I have one of my favorite mugs. I'm using my favorite mug. Happy hunting.
Nice. Sorry, I was
my house is always lively with the unalive.
Sorry, I got a couple people text me that my friends saying notifications didn't go out, so I just went ahead and put on the community tab. Okay.
Oh goodness.
So let's go ahead and let everybody get their arms situated, get your seats, get your snacks, get your drinks, and let everybody share. Go check out Vanessa, subscribe, and like I said, the Twitter. So a lot of the times, guys, what I've noticed that when we're on StreamYards, it's kind of like when we're live on YouTube, the thumbs up won't come on until you got a notification, Lark. Awesome. A lot of the times I notice that the thumbs up and everything won't show until it downloads to YouTube. So, okay, well, let's ask Vanessa a couple questions and then we'll move on to Foodie and let everybody gather in. So, Vanessa, I'm sure everybody is wondering, Vanessa, if you first off want to, I know that this is new for me and a lot of other people, explain to us what a psychic medium is.
Okay,
it's so kind of a roundabout.
Yeah, so technically, a psychic medium is, so let's start with a medium. A medium is someone that can communicate with people that have passed away. I can communicate with your spirit guide. I can communicate with your loved ones that have passed. I cannot communicate with animals. A lot of people ask me that. I wish I had that, but I can't do that. So that's the mediumship part. Now, a psychic is someone who can, so for me, I can see future things that are going to happen. People will ask me questions and I'll be able to tell them, you know, what I'm picking up about it, what I'm hearing in my head, what I'm feeling in my gut. Um, I can see past things. I can see people's past lives. Um, I can see intention on people. I can feel intention on people.
Hold on, Vanessa. I don't mean to interrupt you guys. I asked you guys, let's not do, barnyard animals. We want to leave this up for the rest of our community. And Vanessa, guys, let's not do any, let's not do any barnyard animal names. I know you guys are being silly and funny, but let's let's kind of rein it in and not do any barnyard animal stuff like that, guys. Let's kind of rein it in. So I want to make that clear. We're going to be respectful, but a lot of people, it's later in the night on different time frames. We want to leave this up, guys. So no barnyard animals, no derogatory names. So
I don't even know what you're talking about, but I'm
just
curious.
a comment, just talking about piglets, and
Oh, okay.
so but yeah, guys, let's keep it cool. And like I said, let's no barnyard animals. Let's chill and rein it in, so okay, Vanessa, so like somebody just asked a really great question here. Erie Pepperoni says, do you see them visually or is it just a feeling?
If they're talking about people that have passed, I see them all day long. I see them in my home. I see them when I communicate with them, when I do my private readings. I see them when I'm out shopping. I see them when I've seen them at Walmart. I've seen them doing yard work. They free roam around a lot. So it's a free for all, I guess.
Okay, and another question. I know even me, I've just learned some things throughout, excuse me, the last couple of things from your channel. Um, what is a spirit guide for those that don't know?
Okay, so a spirit guide, everyone has a spirit guide. Majority of people only have one, some have two. I'm special, so I have two apparently, but most of the time people only have one. And a spirit guide, I think I've made a video about this before. I believe, I could be totally wrong. But a spirit guide is like technically like a guide, kind of like your little angel on your side, someone that's always there for you, that always supports you, that watches a little bit from a little bit of a distance. But they're kind of like this little voice of consciousness there to try to like guide you through life. Sometimes they can intervene very slightly and open up doors or windows of opportunity sometimes, but they're just kind of like there to kind of like guide you through life and cheer you on and be in your corner.
Okay, kind of like the phrase like a guardian angel.
Yeah, kind of along that line. I mean,
Okay.
honestly, there's really no, to me, there's no difference between a guardian angel and a spirit guide. They're kind of like the same thing. That's like saying tomato and tomato. It's the same thing, but just it's called a different name. You know what I mean?
Okay. Sierra says, how can you tell the person, or excuse me, how can you tell the difference between a live and dead person, Kaya? Well, I think we've got a, theoretically speaking, we've got a couple dead souls around us, but other than that, I think you guys, but
You can
we've
tell.
got a couple dead souls around us, but so Cindy says, Vanessa, are they always happy? That's a
No,
great question.
not at all. I mean, okay, so if it's someone that is passed on and they still continue to be a good natured entity or spirit or ghost, whatever you want to call them, they're good for the most part. Yeah, they're perfectly fine. But sometimes you have darker things and you have darker spirits and you have demons and stuff like that. You can't have light without dark and dark without light. They go hand in hand. You know, just like how you have really good people and you have really bad people. You can't appreciate the good unless you see the bad. So there's both there.
Okay, so I'm assuming that, pretty much, in, per se the afterlife. Sorry, I'm like, of course I've got some in my eye. You know, I guess you could say, who I am now is per se who I'll be in the afterlife. You kind of the
Yeah.
same.
I mean, a lot of times, like and I always tell people this, like when I do my private readings, a lot of times they keep their personality. Like sometimes they'll make like kind of jokes and stuff like that. Like I remember I was doing a reading, I think like last week or this week, and I was talking to her and I said, I said, your son, he's bringing up these like family gatherings. And he's like, he goes, he's saying that you haven't done one in a while, but he wants you to do one. And he's making it very clear that he needs a plate and he needs a beer to go with it. And she started laughing and she goes, oh, he always would say, I want my plate and I want my beer, and then he would come. So it felt, near and dear to her, but they keep their personality majority of the time. Yes.
Okay. Here's another great question from Wookie Lover. Wookie Lover says, is our spirit guide a relative that's passed, or who do we get?
Okay.
Vanessa, if you'll answer this question, I'm going to check on these dogs. Give me
Oh
2
no, that's
seconds.
fine. I'll start. I'll take over for a minute.
My bad. Just they keep. I'm like, I hear somebody out there trying to make sure that it's okay.
Okay, so for example, I actually made a video the other day about being aware of people that take advantage and say that they have gifts and they really don't. One of the two main things they will always tell you is that you're an empath, and they'll tell you that like your grandma is your spirit guide. And it's not impossible, but it's extremely, extremely, extremely highly, highly, highly unlikely. Your spirit guide majority of the time is going to be someone you have absolutely no knowledge of, because it's like you get assigned this person at birth. Now, if you say your lovely grandma passes away, I'm sure she comes around and she can guide you. She can be kind of like an angel on your side and stuff like that, but she's not your exact spirit guide per se. Okay, let me take over for a minute since she's not in here.
You're good.
Oh,
I was just
got a
there was
super
somebody
chat.
out. There was somebody out by my car, so I'm just kind of.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. I'll take
sure
over
that...
for a minute. Erie sent you a super chat. Thank you, Erie, on behalf of Kaya. It says, nice to meet you, Vanessa. You have a very bright aura and it's very peaceful. Thank you. I appreciate it. Is it purple? Does it match my hair? Vanessa, how do you know the people you are seeing are dead? You can, I mean, I can tell. It's like if you see me in vivid color, you see me bright, you see that I am solid, and stuff like that. When I see people that have passed, a lot of times they're hazy, a lot of times they're gray. You can see through them sometimes. They're not solid. They're not like, they're three-dimensional, but they're not mass like we are. It's kind of hard to explain, but they can come across as many different looks as well. Oh, I just want to add for the new people that are coming in, make sure that you go to my Twitter, Itsmevanessaduh, and retweet my tweet. I'm going to give a free little mini reading, and make sure you go subscribe to my channel, Itsmevanessaduh. I'm going to pick a winner from there too to give a free little mini read too. Make sure you do both.
Awesome. So Vanessa, did it get to be at what age did you kind of like, whoa, and like, wait a minute, something's different with me here?
As early as I could recall, I remember being very young and pointing out to my mom people that were around me. And I mean, I was young. I was probably anywhere from like 4 to 6 years old, maybe 7. And I remember saying, this person's there, this person's there. And my mom, pushed it aside like any normal parent would and did the, oh, you have an imaginary friend type deal. And of course, I did not, but I was too young to understand that what I was seeing was actually not living or not real. And I've had many times throughout my life where I saw a lot of things that other people didn't see, but I didn't know the name, or I didn't know the term psychic medium. I was too young to understand that.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't really start to understand that that's what I had possibly going on until I was a teenager. And then when I was in my early 20s, I started to like really go through it again. And then towards like I would say towards the end of like 2018, I really started to be able to control what I had going on and hone in on it. I was I guess when I accepted it fully, I was able to really start controlling it.
Yeah, and to understand it, like,
Yeah.
how, you know,
Yeah,
like,
it's hard. It's hard to like when you hear things in your head and when you see little visions of things and you see like I see things sometimes. You know those like old school like flip books where it's
yeah,
like every page is like a little movement.
yeah,
Sometimes I get a lot of information and I always say it's kind of like one of those books, but a whole bunch of pages are missing. So it looks like it's like skipping, like it's going.
yeah,
So I see things like that sometimes. And it was so hard to make sense of like I would hear random things in my head. I would look at my ex-husband and say, "Why don't you just eat a hot dog if you want a hot dog that bad?" And he'd look at me and, "How the hell did you know I wanted a hot dog?" And I was like, "I don't know. I just heard it in my head." And my houses were always everywhere I lived, it was haunted so bad. And then I didn't realize until I was in my early 20s that it wasn't the houses, it was me. They're always
okay,
attracted to me.
yeah,
I always tell people it's like they're so drawn to me. It's like a moth to a flame. It's like they see my light just burning super bright and they're like, "Oh, hey, you can hear me, you can see me," and they just flood to me.
wow. Okay, so does it get overwhelming, trying to deal hey, be
My
good.
hair's tickling me.
Sorry. They have been wild today. Does it get overwhelming, when you're trying to deal with your own mental thoughts and your own life and it's like kind of like somebody, hey, listen to me.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, I can always turn myself like on and off, but for the most
Okay.
part, I leave myself open for the most part. Um, but it can be a little bit draining, like mentally and emotionally, especially when I do readings for people that are really grieving or really upset. I mean, to be a true empath, it's not that you have empathy. It's like you can feel their feelings. It's like you can
Yeah.
feel what's going on. It's like their emotions hit you like a truck. And it's like when I start talking to people sometimes when I do my private readings, it's like as soon as I talk to them, all their emotions can consume me and hit me so
Oh,
hard.
wow.
I can feel their anxiety. I can feel that they're really stressed. I can feel that they're very anxious. I can feel that they have maybe some stuff on their chest that's really burdening them. So it's like it's sometimes it feels like such a weight. I'm just like, oh, like it's hard to breathe.
Yeah.
When you're having emotional and mental pain, especially from when you're losing a loved one and stuff like that. It can be very hard, but also in my personal life, I have my own issues that I have.
Yeah.
I have my own family drama. I have my own crap, and it's hard sometimes because I can have random spirits just come up to me. And I feel like sometimes I don't close it off enough, but it can be very tiring. It can be very draining. And sometimes I really need like a mental break because it's a lot.
Now, do you have when you go to sleep per se, is it still game on, or is it you can shut it down,
Yeah.
or
Okay, so when I go to sleep, and this sounds really silly, but you have to visualize yourself being closed. So for me, when I visualize myself being closed, do you have you ever seen the Harry Potter movies?
a little bit. I
Okay.
started to some and then it was just like, whoa, I'm like,
This is so embarrassing, and I don't tell many people this, but I keep it real, so I'm just gonna tell you the truth. So what I do is I'm just gonna laugh. Oh my gosh. I envision, like, from the Harry Potter movies, there's this blanket called or a cloak. It's called a cloak of invisibility, and he puts it
Okay.
on himself. Before I go to sleep, majority of the time, I take like my own version of it in the invisibility cloak, and I picture myself. I picture it going above me. I picture it being spread out around me. I picture it going over my
Okay.
phone and stuff like that. And so I try to close it off as much as I possibly can. But sometimes I will fall asleep before I'm able to get to that point. And if I do that, I have been woken up in the middle of the night with spirits tapping me, trying to get my attention, yelling at me. I have
Oh,
woken
wow.
yeah, I've woken up in the morning and they're like staring at me like this. So at this point, like nothing phases me. It doesn't scare me. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't shock me. I'm so um what is the word that I'm trying to look for? I don't want to say immune. Desensitized. I'm so
Okay.
desensitized to seeing dead people all the time and seeing death because they show me how they die all the time. I'm so desensitized to it that it doesn't bother me. It it it's more of a nuisance, especially when I'm trying to sleep.
Okay. Sorry, I'm reading some of this. Somebody says, no empaths are different. I'm sorry. We don't claim to see spirits. She may be a medium, but she is not the definition of an empath. Okay, guys, that's not really.
Yeah, that's not what I was saying.
Yeah.
A medium is someone that can communicate with spirits. An empath has to do with feelings and emotions.
Yeah.
Someone a lot of people say that they're an empath and they're not because they have empathy for people. They feel for people, like, stuff like that. But a true empath feels physically and emotionally affected by the emotions that someone else is going through, whether they know
Yes,
them or not.
definitely.
So I think that there was maybe some
Yeah,
confusion.
that's why I kind of wanted to clear that up. Yeah, an empath, any of us can be an empath, and that's a whole different.
Yeah, that's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, so yeah, I wanted to clear that up. Okay, so quick question, and then we'll go ahead and get started. I was kind of letting everybody get. I put
Yeah.
that we were live. I know that. Okay, Kelly M says Kaya has a lot of orbs around her. Are those friendly, positive spirits?
You can, if you have a lot of orbs around you, personally, I remember because we've talked privately before,
Yeah, yeah.
when I picked up little things around you, I'm sure you have family around you, but I think wherever you live, I think that you have people attracted to land there. I
Okay,
don't
I
necessarily think it's your
believe that.
home. I think it's land. Now, I don't know exactly where you live.
Yeah,
I don't even know the town. I do know the state, which I'm not going to say
yeah,
it,
yeah.
but I think that you have more of, I don't want to necessarily call it historical.
Oh, definitely where I'm at. I
Yeah,
don't.
I don't think it's necessarily one historical event is what I'm trying to say. I don't know the word for it right now. I'm at a loss for words. But it feels like there's history in your area, and I think there's a strong imprint in your area. So I think it more has to do with the land, not
And it
really the home.
this area is a total you you guys, we always joke about my, crappy little house, and I do 100% believe that. Where I'm at is a very historical area.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
don't want to, go too far, but it's a very um very, very, where I'm
Yeah,
at
I
is
don't know. I don't know the
very,
city. I don't know the city you live in. I literally only know the state.
yeah.
But when I was talking to you, I'm like, oh, she's got some history in this land around her, and I,
Oh,
and I could
this is
tell.
definitely this is the heart of the North. This is where, per se, Shiznai hit the fan back in the wars.
Oh, okay.
You've got, yeah, this is very, very you've got a lot of um
Is it in
very,
your immediate area though?
oh
Because I don't
yes,
know what city you
yes,
live in. Okay.
yes.
Okay. Well, that makes sense because that confirmation for me is so helpful for me because I hear shit all the time, and especially when I do my private readings during the day. I have clients all the time where they're like, I'm trying to tell them, I was like, your whoever is showing me a picture of this. And they're like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. And I'm like, well, no, they're adamant about it, you know? And I was like, all right, well, let's try to move on. And then like a week later, a few days later, a month later, they'll message me or they'll email me or contact me on social media and they'll be like, oh my God, I know what this means now. And I'm like, thank you. I can
Yeah.
breathe.
Yeah, it is the heart of the North, literally, where a lot of famous Native Americans, a lot of war. I mean, it is
Oh,
literally
okay.
the heart of the North, literally.
Okay.
A lot of historical figures born here. So yeah, I totally, yeah, I totally believe that.
Mallory,
So
Mallory, the girl, she's one of my mods. She wants to
okay,
post my
yes,
booking link out there.
yes,
I just wanted to
totally.
let you know Mallory's like she's like a really good mod of mine. So if
Yes.
she puts my stuff out there,
No,
I
you're
mean,
fine.
she's my
No, you're
people. So
fine.
oh, I
No.
wanted to put a reminder out there really quick again because you have a whole bunch of new people coming in. Make sure you go follow me on Twitter and retweet my tweet. I'm going to pick a winner real quick to get a mini read if they retweet my tweet and follow me on Twitter. And then if you go sub to my channel, it's me, Vanessa Duh. I'm going to pick a winner from there real quick to do a quick little mini read as well. So there's going to be two winners, two options. If you don't have a Twitter, you can go sub.
And I also seen in the comments, yes, Vanessa does do private readings. Are you still
Yes.
backed up a little bit?
I am backed up. I think my soonest appointment is the third week of May, but honestly, being backed up 3 weeks is pretty average for me.
Yes.
Um, Now, oh, I do want to tell people this because I've been trying to tell everybody this. This is so cool. With my readings now, when you book, you can either pay with PayPal or when you click PayPal, you can pay with a debit or credit card. If you have a PayPal account and you pay with PayPal, you can break your payment up to 4 payments and you can book now and pay over time, which is
Yes, I
really,
remember you saying
really,
that the other night.
I thought that was
Um,
so cool that PayPal does that now.
she always has it too in her description, but I
Yeah.
do want to put this out there and put this very everybody, hold on, everybody good? Knuckle sandwich is buffering. Are we buffering, guys? Yes, Mallory, I can see your comment. Are we good, guys? Anybody else buffering? Yes, Sandra. You do phone readings, right, Vanessa?
Yes, it's over. So when you book your private reading, you get to choose between Zoom or a phone call. It's totally your choice. I would highly suggest if I know that the 3 weeks is seems like a lot, but I have this with you, so I'm probably going to get bookings from there. I have another person that I'm going to work out doing a live with there, so I'm sure I'll get more bookings. So I might even get further backed up. So if you want one now, now's your time to get it tonight. Because if not, you might be waiting a little bit longer.
And I also want to put this out here, for Vanessa that, to put things, up front as always and transparent. Vanessa doesn't do anything, health,
Right.
anything, am I going to win the lottery tomorrow? Obviously, she can't predict that. So I want
I
to make
wish.
that, yeah. So, she's not going to say, is a loved one, going to pass of this? She doesn't mess around in the health
Yeah, I
realm.
don't. A lot of times with my readings, and also too, I just want to put it out there. My social media on everything, Instagram, Twitter, my Facebook page, and my email, it's me Vanessa Duh at Gmail or it's me Vanessa Duh. So if you're not sure or you have a question about the readings and stuff, you can always message me and I'll message you back.
Dove Kitty, I'm pretty sure I think you might have took I don't want to we're gonna move on from this. I'm pretty sure Vanessa knows what an empath is. I know what an empath is.
That's
It's
okay.
two different entities of let me make this sure that an empath is others that can feel others' sorrow, others' worry, their feelings, right?
Let's look up the definition. Maybe if we
Yeah,
read.
I think Dove Kitty's we're kind of stuck on this one thing, and I don't want,
That's okay.
a medium, and anybody can be an empath, or
Also, I wanted to put out there, a lot of people ask me with the private readings how much they are and stuff. There's different options. So you
you're
really just
good,
have
Vanessa.
to
Hold on,
go to,
I'm sorry, I keep popping up. I'm gonna
oh,
try
no,
and
you're okay.
they're
I'll just
like
talk
getting
for a
into
few
stuff
minutes.
over here. Yeah, explain that. I'm trying to keep these two at bay to where they're not.
Okay, so for my private readings, I know Mallory Young, she's in the chat, and I'm sure that Mallory will circulate my, sorry, my face is itchy. I'm on some medicine. It makes my skin dry. Um, my private readings, there's different types at different price points, so it's like totally up to you. If you have any questions about it, you can always email me, itsmevanessaduh@gmail.com, or you can always send me a message on one of my social medias. It's me, Vanessa Duh, is my social everywhere. um, if you're not sure, if you have questions about it, if you didn't catch the link and you want the booking link, feel free to ask me and stuff like that. But as far as the cost, because I see, oh wait, this chat's over here on my end. As far as the cost, there's different price points for different types of readings. So you kind of really just have to go to the booking link and see what you want to do. Okay, it says a person for an empath, a person with paranormal ability to apprehend and feel mental or emotional state of another individual. So I kind of feel like I was explaining it that way. I don't understand how there's a little confusion, but it's okay.
Okay, my bad. I'm like, make sure they got food, they got water there. I think they're just lonely.
Dove Kitty, I'm sorry that you disagree, but I respect everyone else's opinion, and we can agree to disagree and move on and still be cool. I'm
Yeah,
cool with
that's our motto over here. We agree to disagree.
Hog Queen. That's not correct.
What am
That's that's not how they range, my dear. I think the best thing to do is to just go to the booking link and look for yourself and see what there is. And if you have any questions or anything like that, you can always message me on one of my socials. I always tell people if the time frames that are there don't work for you, message me on one of my socials, and I'll help accommodate anybody the best I can.
Yeah, and that's and there's things like I had a reading from from Vanessa a while back. There's Vanessa's price range is very, and again, we're not trying to sell you anything.
No.
We're not trying to push that. That's not what we're here for. I want to make that very clear.
Yeah,
You
people are
know,
asking, so we're just going to answer it for you. But
yeah,
it's
and then
each their
Vanessa
own.
offered to buy me StreamYard, so we're not here to push anything on you. We're not here to push. If you want a reading, great. If you don't, that's great too. So I want to make that clear. That's not the point of this collaboration. Is trying to sell you guys anything. Vanessa's never came at me sideways for money.
No.
She offered to give me money. So
Right.
all right. So
I
like I
love you.
said,
It's okay.
her price range is fair. She, heck, the first time that I met her, she did a little mini card reading for me for, I think it was like $10. So I mean,
Mhm. Yeah,
if it's
when I go live, I'll do like little discounty things. But definitely, I don't do mediumship live. I think
yeah,
mediumship is a very personal, very private
oh
thing.
totally,
Mediumship takes a lot of focus and concentration. So if anybody wants anything like mediumship, then they definitely have to book a private reading for sure. But
yeah,
I do fun little things on my YouTube lives, and I go live all the time.
yeah. She does little things where she'll do like a 3 card pick, or you can ask her a question. I mean,
Yeah,
there's just um it's a variety, and I get times are hard, we still got things going on in the world, so that, but I want to make that very clear for you guys in the replay. This isn't, we're not trying to sell you.
right.
If you want a reading, great. If not, that's great too. So okay, well, I think that we kind of got the basis of what how Vanessa, her gift, etc. Welcome everybody coming in. So I want to put this out there. This is for entertainment purposes.
Right.
And we're gonna go ahead and get started. And yeah, this isn't, you know, we're this is for entertainment. I know some people believe, some people don't, and that's great. You
Yeah.
know,
Some say it
oh
isn't
my
ethical to
God.
read people's
Dove
cards.
Kitty, an empath and a medium are to anybody. We're gonna move on from that.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
just
want to
I'm gonna
be
ignore
rude.
it.
I don't. It's two different. I think that anybody can be an empath. An empath, a medium can be an empath. I don't know where things got, but guys, it's not that serious. It really truly isn't. Like, we're not going to sit here and, we can agree to disagree. She wasn't, I think that it has got blown out of proportion here. Like,
Well,
it's
you know
not
what? We'll
that.
just have to, just like I said earlier, we're going to have to respectfully agree to
Yeah,
disagree.
and we
That's
always do
perfectly
that.
fine. It's perfectly
We
fine with me.
always do that over here. So I don't know what is any different, tonight. Then sorry, I'm kind of still the way the camera is on here, it's so weird. So, um, you know, okay, Dove Kitty, if that's the way you feel, love, that's fine. I do believe she's an empath. I feel I'm an empath. I don't know where things got left, but I do believe Vanessa's an empath. But all right. Let's move on. I can barely breathe out of my nose. My throat's messed up. I'm not tonight. Not tonight. Okay, Vanessa, you ready? You good? Everything good? Let's kind
Yep.
of
I do want to answer
go
one
ahead. Yeah,
thing
no,
that's
no, go
being
ahead.
asked, and I get asked this a lot. I think Kirby, I think might have said
Yeah,
it.
go ahead.
Um, they were asking if it's ethical to read someone's cards without their permission. And I get asked this all the time. For me, this is my opinion. When I read someone's cards, right, I try to do it as respectfully and ethically as possible. Now, there are certain things that I pick up for people that trust and believe it can be some spicy, spicy, spicy tea. I leave that out because I would never out somebody. I would never do anything like that. So I do use my discernment and judgment when I do read other people's cards that are public. I think all of us that, especially in public or being on a platform, we leave our. I don't really think there's anything different between me saying something that's actually true or someone else just spitting out something that's completely, frivolous and not valid. So that's just my opinion on it. I know a lot of people do ask, but I definitely leave out anything that I feel is extremely defamatory or just very negligent to put out there. I try to be as respectful and ethical about it as possible. I always say that I'm a very ethical psychic medium. I'm not going to tell you things that I would not want to know myself.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm never going to give you medical advice. I'm not a doctor. And what I feel might be okay for me medically might not be okay for someone else medically.
Yeah,
So
and
I
I
try
mean
to be as ethical
any
about it as possible.
and anything, I mean health is.
Health is a personal
Yeah,
individual
and not only that,
thing.
I mean, things can change at the drop of a dime.
Right,
Like,
right. And that's the same thing with card readings though too. Like when you do a card reading, I always tell people when you pull cards on somebody, you pull up past, present, future. So sometimes when I'm reading things, they're like, okay, well, that already happened. Well, yeah, because it's past, present, and then future. Or they'll say, well, it hasn't happened yet. And I said, well, that's because it's future. But the good thing about card readings is that you you if you don't like the answer, you always have the ability to change the outcome. That's the beauty about a card reading, is that it's not set in stone and things can always change. I'm about to be 34.
they're loving your bats. Yeah, I
Oh,
told.
yeah, I have quite a I
Oh,
have
her background is super cute, you guys. So I told Vanessa, we were just kind of BSing just about YouTube, and I said, I always see, they know I love lights, sparkly things.
Mhm.
And when I first, she's like, I don't have any cool stuff. And I was like, it'll all come together. And now the other night she showed me and I was like, wow. I was like, it's really coming. I said, anything sparkly, anything bling. And she goes, I love bats. And I said, hey, bats it is. Bats it
I
is.
don't even think you can see like my whole shebang here because of the camera. Hold on, wait. Maybe I
I
can
know
turn it.
that's what's weird about this is the way I'm
Maybe I can
angled over
turn it a little
here.
bit.
It's
You
like
can
I
see
got all my cool stuff over here, but the way this camera is angled,
Is that
you know,
helpful?
I feel like I'm looking.
Yeah,
So
you can
let's
kind of
go
see it
ahead.
all.
My mod just saying is in here, and let's kind of those that are coming in, we'll kind of give a quick rundown and get started.
Sure.
So Vanessa has a channel. It's called Itsmevanessaduh, and
It's me,
Vanessa is
Vanessa.
a psychic medium. I
Yes.
do believe that Vanessa has a gift. Vanessa doesn't even know what I'm about to say. And still doesn't even know the person that I'm talking about. So
No.
I kind of, you guys know that, I kind of like to research, as we say, I lurk around. So I had a friend getting reading from Vanessa even before I had typed in her chat, typed in her comments,
Did
any
you
of
really?
that. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
They
okay.
know, yeah, see, they
I
know
want,
that
I want to know who it is now. Oh, I don't remember. I do so many.
but anyways, so I said, I've heard, good things about this chick, is she the real deal, and that's what I was telling Vanessa that sucks out here. I don't want to mention any names and call anybody out, but you've got some people on TikTok and different things that
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that they're kind of struggling with some issues, unfortunately. And for people like Vanessa, in my opinion, it gives them a bad name.
Yes.
You get all these people that, it's a cash grab, that they
Mm-hmm.
want money, and, it's, let me just make up oh, you're going to win the lottery tomorrow and you're going to become rich and famous. And, people like Vanessa that truly have a gift, it gives them a bad name.
It's very discouraging. I actually made a YouTube video about this the other day, and it had to do with specifically people on TikTok. And it really bothered me because
Why am I
they
like,
were taking like bones and throwing them. And she's like, yeah, your husband's cheating on you. And I'm sitting there going, why? Why would you do anything like that? You do not mess with a relationship. You don't mess with the sanctity of a marriage. You don't do that. That is extremely unethical. People that are truly gifted would never
yeah,
casually throw some plastic and say, yeah, your husband's cheating on you. And it has truly discouraged me a lot of times from, like, I'm not as active on TikTok as I want to be because
yeah.
it feels discouraging. So you just have to really get to know. And you know what? I didn't know this like that you did, but that's what I always tell people. If you get a reading from someone, if you want to purchase something from someone, get to know them a little bit, watch them a little bit first, make sure that you have a good vibe with them, that you have a good intuition, a good pickup with them. And honestly, word of mouth is really, really, really good because, like, I mean, I'm on a public platform. If I was a phony baloney, I would have got called out a very long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so in hindsight, I'm glad that you knew someone that personally had a reading
Oh,
from
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
didn't
glad that
even,
before we even started talking, I did a little mini read for you, and it was spot on. You said it was,
yeah, I
everything was
did want
there.
to, because and I'm the same way, there's a lot of, frauds and phonies out here, that's a cash grab and, things like that. And,
Yep.
sorry, I'm reading.
Yeah, it's
But,
okay.
I thought, so here's my plan. I thought, how am I going to figure this out? And I thought, okay, I'll do my research, and I'll have somebody get a reading. And they truly said that Vanessa, Mr. Wiggs, sorry, that, they said, and I've mentioned this to them throughout the week, because I kind of had some people, well, Kaya, and, I said, okay, listen, it's for entertainment purposes. If you don't want to participate, I get it. If you're skeptical and weary, I get it too, but I said, at least give her a chance. And even if you're not into the psychic stuff, the tarot stuff, I get that.
Yeah.
You can still be cool with Vanessa, that has nothing to do with anything. And
Yeah. If anything,
so
I'm a pretty cool
anyways, you
person.
know, long story short, the person got the reading and they said, Vanessa told me something that I don't put on my social media. My family doesn't know. And it blew their mind back. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, people
So,
sometimes will ask me like, oh, when they book, you could go look me up, and I'm like, well, I I have people named like Carmen Ortiz. She's one of my followers, right? If I were to like look up Carmen Ortiz on Facebook, do you know how many Carmen Ortizes would pop up? I would have no idea who
and
you
here's the
are,
thing,
you know?
you guys too. Vanessa's really coming into this with an open mind. As I mentioned the other night, that the first thing Vanessa and the only thing that Vanessa's seen is Foodie's Cuba rant. And I said,
That's
you know,
it.
I have
Yeah.
somebody that I want you to read. And she goes, whoa, wait a minute. She goes, is this girl, whoa, that was a lot of vileness. Is this real? Guys,
Yeah.
please hold on a second, Vanessa. I apologize.
No, you're
Please
okay.
respect each other, guys. Please respect in the chat. This is like any other night. I'm not playing. This is like any other night. I'm not playing around. I'm not. It's not even anything to do with Vanessa. I've got a lot going on. Vanessa's got a lot going on. My patience for BS and disrespect is just it's hit the door. I don't want to stop the chat. It's old. It doesn't have
Honestly,
anything to do.
for me, because I've seen a couple comments and stuff that are kind of like rude towards me. And in all honesty, I respect people's opinion and thoughts and beliefs, even if they don't believe in me, even if you don't like what I do or you don't believe in it. That's okay. I get it. I understand that what I do is very skeptical. Um, but I respect everyone else's beliefs, and I think that we should just all be respectful to each other. That's like I don't eat sushi, so why you wouldn't hate me for not eating sushi? You know what I mean? Like it's just a difference of opinion, and it's okay. It's totally okay.
Yeah, but they know that too. This has been an ongoing thing about the last month, 2 months. Is there's a million reaction channels. There's a million.
Yeah,
It's getting old. I try to tell them I do a lot of giveaways over here. I try to give back to them as they give to me. And if I have to stop the show and act like somebody's mom, nobody wants to watch that on the replay. So then we lose a view, and it just it trickles down. And I come on here to have a great time. This
yeah,
is kind of my hobby. This is my getaway. I don't want to come on here and have to school anybody.
yeah,
I'm a grown ass woman. So, everybody else is grown in here. And it
yeah,
just, I'm to the point where I'm like, no BS.
yeah.
It's
You know,
really, it's getting old.
there's
So
so many
let's,
there's so many people like me that actually have true gifts. I'm not the only one. There's plenty of people like me. I only know one person that's like me, but they're only a psychic. They're not a medium. I've never personally known another medium. I would love to.
now
Um,
what's the difference, Vanessa, if you don't mind
okay,
me
so
asking before we
a
get
medium.
started?
Oh, no, it's okay. A medium. All mediums are psychic, but not all. But psychics are not mediums. Mediums can interact with people that have passed away. Psychics cannot do that. So psychics can only do certain other things. Now, different psychics have different abilities, and they get their abilities different. So I can't tell you exactly what psychics do. But for me, a psychic is someone who reads cards, who knows answers to things, can pick up things in their head, can pick up things in their gut, stuff like that. But a medium is someone that can interact with people that have passed away. So, like, for example, if someone wants to interact with their brother who passed away in a car accident, you would go to a medium. But if you just want tarot cards, then you would go to a psychic. But technically, I am both, so I could do everything for the most part. But that's just really the difference. I don't do any
Let me turn.
spells or anything like that. I don't do anything like that. I just talk to dead people.
Vanessa, if you want to answer one more question, I'm going to
Yeah,
turn
sure.
their
Yeah,
heater
go ahead.
on
Take
for
your time.
them. And I think they're kind of starting to wind down. Guys, I apologize. They're just, You know how they are. Once I get on, they got to show their talent for a minute. But let me kick their heater on, and I
No,
think
you're okay. Go hang out. I do this all the time. You're cool. Thank you, Vanessa, for being here. Thank you, Cindy. I'm trying to read some of your guys' questions as we go through. Guys, please make sure that you follow me on YouTube. It's me, Vanessa Duh. And you go like my socials, especially Twitter. It's me, Vanessa Duh. You know a medium, and I believe that person. Ooh, Whiplash. That's so awesome. I wish that I knew another medium like me, because even for me, I have so many questions. I don't have anyone to bounce ideas off of. I only know what I know. Let's see. We have a medium in the family. Very interesting. Thanksgiving dinners when he's around. That people that are mediums, especially when they don't have any control over it, is really, really, really crazy sometimes, because you can just, there's just so much that can happen. I don't use dowsing rods or anything like that. I don't. Thank you, Dax. Can you sense dead people, like when you're, yes, I see people that are passed away. I've seen them in Target, I've seen them at Walmart, I've seen them at Home Depot, parties with random people I've never met. Astral projection, I believe that I can to a certain point. I do it more in like a dream state than anything, but I can to a point. Have I ever had a spirit try to hurt me? Yes. Just like people that are of the light or the happier spirits have contacted me and been around me, I have had plenty of dark come and attack me as well. What's my longest reading? My longest reading right now is 45 minutes. What does it mean when you dream of a loved one that have passed away? It could be a real visitation. Sometimes it's your subconscious, and sometimes it is a true visitation. Let's see. I don't know what, I don't understand that question. Do spirits ever just pop up in your head and leave? Yes, I have them. I've been eating dinner before, and they will like literally run up to me, look at me, and just like run away. I was literally in the middle of chewing my food, and I turned to my side, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that was quick. Okay, so here's another answer, or a very not so nice comment, but I'm gonna address it. It says, this is so messed up. She just monopolizes off of people's suffering and pain. So I want to address that, because this is also something that comes up. I don't know how I could monopolize off of someone else's pain when I don't coerce anybody into purchasing a reading from me. If anything, I've done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of readings, and I've never had anyone leave and say, oh, well, I regret being able to contact someone that has passed away. It's an experience that so many people want. And I mean, I don't twist anybody's arm to purchase a reading from me. So I'm not sure how it comes off that way. So I just want to kind of like try to clear that up. Loopy, if I'm missing your question, because there's so many people here, but you can send me a private message on one of my socials. It's me, Vanessa Duh, and I will answer you back. Vanessa, am I still friends with Nick? Yes. Nick and I have been best friends for well over 22 years now. I talk to that queen all day, every day. We are like this. Thank you for being here, Vanessa. Thank you for being here, Holly. Trying to scroll through. Your dad visits you in your dreams. He just waves from a car and then he's gone. Lisa, you're probably, if it's something as simple as that, it's probably a true visitation. If it's something that like is a crazy wild type of dream, that's more of like your subconscious. Yes, I was born this way. Vanessa, do you meditate and ground yourself? Not really. I cannot truly meditate because my brain is just, I have a very difficult time doing it. Do I ever use a Ouija board? No, I don't need one. I don't necessarily think they're all that bad. I am my own personal Ouija board, I guess, per se, so I don't really need one. BRB, I need coffee. I have my coffee. I'm trying to make sure I read everyone's comments here that I can. They're not here anymore. Well, that's okay. Let's see. Trying to get to people's questions. How much are your readings and what have evil or energy spirits done to you? My readings are, if you go to the booking link, there's different readings for, or there's different price points for different types of readings. So it really just depends. So you'll have to go to the booking link. I've had a lot of negative spirits come to me. Majority of them came to me when I did not really have control of my gifts. But now that I have control of it, they don't really bother me as much. Yes, you probably have seen me with Nick and Dustin, or with Rich Lux, or Jen Gerard, Rosalie Delgado, Chelly, Life of Elena. I've been on all their channels. Do I have privacy in the shower? I would hope so. I've never had anyone approach me while I was doing the deed or in the shower, so there is luck there. Let's see. I've never had anyone come up to me when I was using the bathroom. I don't think that they'd want to. Who would want to come watch that? Were you afraid when you first discovered your gifts? No, Poison Ivy, I wasn't, because when I first started dealing and seeing spirits, I was so young. I was too young to be scared of it because I didn't know what I was seeing, because I thought it was just like another person standing in front of me. I'm trying to get to everyone's comments. Let's see. What do green orbs mean? I don't know specifically, like green. I would need some more context to be able to answer that question. Well, Christy, I'm going to have to agree to disagree with you. If you do not believe that psychic readings are actually real, that's your own personal opinion. That's totally cool with me. I just think that on a public platform, or just in general, we should just all be tolerant and respectful to everyone else's views. I'm not trying to attack you. I don't think you should attack me or Kaya or anybody else in the chat. And nor do I think the chat should attack you for your personal.
Thank you, Mary. Okay, listen. I was in the restroom reading. Okay. No more name calling. This is like any other night. You are going to respect each other. You are going to respect me. You're going to respect Vanessa. If we continue to do this next time, I will not do it live. Therefore, there will be no questions. We're going to get started. I'm going to say this one and final time. If you choose to purchase something from Vanessa, that is your choice.
Right.
We are not here to sell you anything. That is not why Vanessa offered to come on here. I did not pay her to come on here. She did not ask me for money to come on here. No. So if I have to go back to regular videos for this, if we do it again, or any other, if the live streams, I'm not playing around. I'm not in the mood anymore. It's not, I'm sick of playing around. If I lose subscribers, fine. If you cannot, abide by the rules, then take that mess somewhere else. We are grown ass adults, and I'm not playing around. I'm sorry, Vanessa. This is it's getting real old.
It's okay. I mean, personally, I just ignore it. If it's a negative comment, I think you should just ignore it too.
Yeah, it's just getting to the point though. It's like, okay, we enjoy interacting with each other on the live streams, and it's just like, if I have to go back to regular videos, then that's the case. So,
yeah.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started. Like I said,
yes.
If you believe, great. If you don't, that's fine. Nobody is trying to manipulate you to believe anything. That's how I roll on a regular basis. You guys know this. So, okay, Vanessa, are you ready? Sorry,
That's okay.
Once you break the seal with the coffee, I was like, okay, I gotta pee like a racehorse.
That's okay. How about we start with, I'm gonna shuffle my deck.
Okay.
I'm gonna shuffle my deck. I'm gonna start pulling some cards.
Okay.
And then, because I don't know anything about her, the first video I ever saw of her it might get a little loud for a second because I'm gonna shuffle real quick. The first thing I ever saw, I'd heard the name Foodie Beauty before because, being friends with Nick and Dustin and Rich,
yeah,
and people that do drama content, I hear all these names of people. I don't
Yeah.
ever have a face to the name because I truly don't watch YouTube. I only watch my friends' content. I watch Emily D. Baker. I'll come in your live every now and then when I see that
Yeah.
you're live. But other than that, I don't watch YouTube. So when I came in your live that first time, I literally screen recorded your live because I saw who now is apparently Foodie Beauty. I saw her just say the most vile, horrible things. And I screen recorded it and I literally sent it to a group chat with Nick and Dustin. And I said, who in the world is this person? I've never heard anyone talk like this before. Holy shamoly. I said, I literally said to them, I said, I am shooketh. And it takes a lot to make me shook. It really does take a lot to phase me. And they were like, oh, that's Foodie Beauty, blah, blah. And I said, who? And they were telling me, and I said, oh my God. No, so I don't know anything about her. We have talked, but we don't really talk about Foodie Beauty because I don't want to know because I want to be able to do a reading on her. So I will pull some cards and get it going. Yes, I love Emily B. Baker. She's awesome.
Nice. So what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna do the cards first, and then I got just a couple random questions over here for us, not a bunch of just and like I said, Vanessa, anything when we get to the question part, I just kind of drew this up, guys. We didn't go through this before we got started. So Vanessa, if there's anything you don't want to answer, I totally get it.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, we did. I don't know what you asked.
Guys. So we didn't do like a rough draft of this. Literally, we like right before this got on StreamYards and I was like, oh God, Vanessa, what if I don't know how to drop this link? You guys know I am. So that was the only, but yeah, she doesn't know the questions.
No,
I don't, there's no cards that have been picked. You've seen her shuffle the cards. So off we go. I'm going to say this one more time. Welcome everybody joining. Respectful and respectful.
Someone's asking if it's Nick Snyder and Dustin Daly. Yes. Nick Snyder and I have been best friends for over 22 years. We are very close.
Okay, right quick before they want to know, what cards are you using?
This deck is one of my favorite decks. And this is an Oracle deck. It's called Energy Oracle Cards. This is one of my favorite decks. I love this one. I also have another one that I could pull from if we need to do a little bit of both. But normally, this is like my go-to deck. I feel like this deck and me are like super close. I love this one. Hi, Jessica. Thank you for the hearts.
Okay, like I said, guys, entertainment purposes only. We are not here to read Foodie Beauty the Blues, nor we are, guys, easy on the cuss words as well. We want to leave this up. Yeah, easy on the cuss words. If you code words, as always, substances, adult activities. So yeah, I'm gonna thank you. Where'd that go?
Yeah, make sure you guys are giving the live a like, thumbs up, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, guys, easy on the F. The F bomb is a total yellow money sign up. Here come our bots of the evening. We got the most wild bots I've ever seen. We got the most persistent. Oh, they are the most. Yeah, guys, any mods in the chat, the F word is an automatic yellow. Where'd that go? Okay. All right. Well, let me keep my trap shut and let's do it to it.
Okay. So just in these cards here, I don't know anything about her financial circumstances. I feel like there was some money to be made there. And then it feels like there's okay, how I'm seeing it in my head, kind of like a chart. I'm seeing like, and then boom. Like, it just feels like there's I don't know how to describe it other than like a chart.
I think we're getting you. Everybody, wow,
like a slow decline and then a drop here.
Interesting.
Okay, so the second thing I'm also picking up here, I'm seeing it in cards as well, is I feel like there's a lot of like indecision on her part, but I think it's not like indecision, like, oh, should
Hold
I?
on one second. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Guys, we're starting the reading of Foodie Beauty. It's for entertainment purposes only. Yes, we're just now getting started as we always do. We come in, we get our seats, we get our elbows wet, and this is the reading of Foodie Beauty. So when Vanessa says her, it's Foodie Beauty.
Yes. Okay. Maybe I should say foodie just in case.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Everybody's like,
No, you're okay.
yes. So we're talking about Foodie, guys.
Yes. Okay. So I am picking up a lot of indecision here. Okay. I think she has a lot of stress and anxiety and a lot of indecision here. And when I say indecision, it doesn't feel like, should I do this or shouldn't I do this? It seems a lot more calculated. Or she thinks, or Foodie thinks that she's a little bit more calculated than she really is. It seems to me like she tries to do certain things or tries to throw certain things out there. And it seems more like, should I do this and do shock and awe, or should I do this and like really think or really make people go crazy? So it seems like there's not genuine like back and forth. It's just more of a manipulation tactic than anything. Um, I I don't know if she is in a relationship or not, but there is a man here that is very close to her. But I feel like I think that there's more than one, because I feel like there is one man here that kind of seems like he's more in charge, like seems like he is more of like the puppet master and she's like the puppet, like, she kind of like bows down to him. But I also am picking up that there's another man here that is, I don't, okay, I don't know how else to put this other than to put it this way. Like he is her B, if that makes sense. I don't want to say
Guys,
the word.
listen, time out. Hold on. I'm sorry, Vanessa. I want to pull listen, guys. Don't put it's so and so. Let's like
I'm not reading the comment.
No, but just let's no spoilers, guys. Let's just let her have a clear mind here, and let's kind of a clear mind so she can like, even when me and her talk, it's like she's like it. So
yeah, I don't want to know anything. Yeah, I like to be blissfully unaware. Okay, so just to clarify, like when I do readings, I'll tend to look around and close my eyes a lot just because I see things and I pick things up and I hear things in my head. So if I'm like, woo, that's why. Okay, so I feel like I said, there's one guy that seems to like really be like the puppeteer here and has a lot of control over her. And then there feels like there's another guy that's like her whipping post or her beach. Okay, so also too, I'm picking up a little bit of. Okay, let me go back because I'm hearing this in my head too. The guy that is more of in control and calling the shots here, he is very, very, very manipulative, extremely manipulative. I don't think he's genuine when it comes to her. It seems like it's more of a, what can you do for me? What can you give to me? What can you help me with? Like a gimme, 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 take, 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 take. And I feel like she's just like give, 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 give. Like almost giving to where she'll deplete herself, give. Which is weird because I don't feel like she's a giving individual. That's just the vibe I get. It doesn't really feel like that. Also, a little bit of a warning here for her. I feel like if she does not take action and make some changes in her life, and I think this really is in regards to financial changes, I think that she's going to utterly be tanked and destroyed. And I think that that really has to go back to the like that slow decline. And I feel like she already hit a plateau, but I feel like if she continues to go the way she is, there's going to be more of a, I don't want to call it a rock bottom because it doesn't feel like rock bottom. It doesn't feel like homelessness. It doesn't feel like losing every single thing. It just feels like there's going to be literally a cornucopia of loss here. On this other note, I really do feel like, because I can pick up a lot of how she feels, I feel like this person that is, I want to say this person that's using her, I feel like she has a lot of emotional attachment to this person. And I feel like she's heartbroken over this person. And it's like she's trying to prove her worth by continuing to give, and it's just not getting her anywhere. She's getting attention from it, but she's not getting the attention that she wants or the attention that she thinks she's going to get from it. Um, you know, so you know what? Honestly, I hate to say this, but I'm just going to play devil's advocate here. I don't think she's a good person, but no one deserves to be treated like that. I'm just going to put it out there.
No,
You know, we're all people at the end of the day. Some are shitty, some are good, but we're all human. So I'm not sticking up for her or anything like that, but it just really, I can feel how sad it feels, and I want to fucking cry. It just feels really, really, really sad. Oh, okay. I don't like that feeling. Okay, so let's go past that. I believe that she has the ability to I believe that she has the ability to be um better than who she is, better than how she is, but she just doesn't want to be. I feel like there is feeling in there after she does things sometimes, but I feel like she just does not care how her behavior and how her words affect other people. I do think that she does try to be very strategic, but I feel like she thinks that she's a lot smarter than what she truly is. So on her part, it seems like in her head, like, oh, I'm gonna get them, I'm gonna get them. But in all reality, we're just kind of, everyone just kind of sits there and goes, really, like that was your go-to, that was, here. Let me pull a little bit more. Let's see what we're going.
I'm reading you guys' comments. Vanessa does not. All she's watched is the Cuba Rage stream. So I want to make this
I
very
literally only watched
clear.
like 10, 20 minutes of it on your live, and that was about it. And all I know is she was talking about someone's hoo-ha being smelly, and she had fornication with this person, apparently. That's all I know. Honestly, at the end of the day, when she lays her head down on a pillow, I think she's very sad. And like I said, like, even like, I'm picking it up again, I don't think that she has a lot of personal value a little bit, and that to me is really sad. And again, I want to clarify, I don't think that she's a good person, but she's still a fucking person. And I don't believe anybody should be made to feel like that. I think that she feels very stuck with what she does. I think that she feels very bound to the content that she makes. I see that she wants to walk away sometimes and do changes, but I think she's just too far deep into how she behaves, who she is as a person, and the type of content or social media she makes. Which I don't know if I don't know if she's ever lost her channel before or gotten in trouble, but I feel like she is really, really, really skating a very fucking thin line of losing again or losing it more. I feel like there's going to be a steady decline, and she's going to have that drop again.
Vanessa, they want to know if you can hold up like a card as you read it. If you can't, that's okay.
Oh, I have so many in front of me.
Okay.
I have so many in front of me.
Okay, that's cool.
I could have. I'm so sorry. I was.
No, you're good. Or maybe just a one every once in a while, just so they can.
Okay. Yeah.
Or
so I can go back.
I don't want to slow your roll.
No, I can go back and look. Like, these cards have to do with her being
good. You're good.
Strategic in a poor way.
Okay.
These cards have to do with her losing financially. These cards right here, let me grab them here. These cards all have to do with her her not taking action, her not walking away or wanting to walk away and cannot. This card represents here the person that is her whipping post. And this card right here represents the person that is in control of her. This card here represents her sadness. This card here also represents the fact that she holds no value. in herself and in this relationship with this individual who has poor intention, who just wants to take. Let's see. This card also has to do with her losing her abundance. This card has to do with her being emotionally imbalanced. This card also has to do with the person that has poor intentions, the take guy. And that's mostly what I picked up so far. I could pull some more cards if you want me to. Let me get these out of the way. Let's see what else we have going on here.
Guys, we're gonna read the cards and then we'll get to a couple questions. So we're just kind of let her do her thing, and then with the cards, and then we'll move on to some questions after that.
Okay, not surprised. She's a very hostile person. This card right here has to do with a personal journey for her in relationships. This card has to do with another one in relationship. And, you know, I feel like the person that truly does value her or will value her, she does not care about. If she's had it in the past, she let it go. There's another card here of someone that this is the person that wait, this card right here. Sorry, I lost my hands. This card is the person that she deems as her whipping post. And this is how she views herself, as being the woman holding the coin, the woman in charge. But she's only in charge with the person that she treats like her whipping post, not the person that treats her like his whipping post. She has a clear path here that she should take, but she's not going to listen to the people that are in her corner to have her take that. And then also this card represents the imbalance that's not going to allow her to take the journey that she should be taking. And I guess that's probably a good stopping point as far as cards go for right now, but I could also do some more if you want me to.
Oh, you guys.
Or we can start with questions and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, those. We should read one more. You said you do have another deck?
Oh, I have. Oh, excuse me. I have quite a few decks, but what we could do is we could get to your questions, and then afterwards I can always pull some more cards from another deck and just see if
we could do if you want to do a part 2 on your channel, or
I mean it's up to you. I mean, I don't really cover her on mine, so it just depends.
That's cool. Okay. All right, guys. So like I said, let's kind of a clear, okay, so I kind of just jotted in, like I said, Vanessa, if there's anything you don't want to answer, I totally respect that. Yeah. Welcome, Uncut Gems Pondu. Thank you, love. Thank you. Okay, so guys, what I did is I wrote down a couple questions that I kind of, we can think of some more here, but I kind of just wrote down some questions that I thought, man, this is driving. I don't know which way to look with this camera. Okay, so guys, like I said, don't answer the question for Vanessa in the chat. Let's just roll this with an open mind, and here we go. So there's a court case allegedly going on with Foodie Beauty and a guy named Natter. A lot of people suspect 50-50. Is the court case real, or is it for YouTube drama made up?
I think it's something that they okay. I don't know who. I've never heard of Natter. I don't know who that is. It seems like padded drama that they might want to try to make happen, but it doesn't really seem valid at this point. I think it's more of a speculation to drum up attention or garner attention. You know how they say like all publicity is good publicity? So I think it's more of like that kind of feeling. But I would not be surprised if this person trying to drives the force a little bit more to be like, no, it is real. So now we're going to do it. Just to kind of like do a ha-ha or like a poo-poo egg on you type moment. But it doesn't really Doesn't really feel genuine to me. No.
Okay. And this is all alleged, guys. This is for entertainment purposes only. There is Foodie Beauty and a guy named Natter and a girl named Dee Dee that Natter is hanging out with. Are the three of them in this for YouTube views? Do they cohese like these story? I guess it's kind of a hard question. I should have wrote it better. Are the three of them in this for views, or is this they are on a common
Are you trying to ask me if they're like in cahoots together?
yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it kind of feels like I'm hearing the word staged in my head. I don't know who these people are or what kind of content they do or anything like that, but I definitely get like a stage, kind of like made up, kind of in cahoots feeling about it. Now I don't always want to say it's the best working relationship because I think that they have different viewpoints on some things or how they want to handle things. But it just I want to go back to that, saying of all publicity is good publicity to them. And it feels like drummed up or made up or fictitious fights or drama maybe sometimes. So yeah, I'm hearing the word staged a lot.
Okay, let me see. Is she still talking to a gentleman named Natter? Do you get, is she still, she alleges that she's not, she tells her chat and her viewers that she's not talking to a gentleman named Natter. Is she still having contact with Natter?
I think that the contact went from being a lot to a little bit less to a little bit less. To say that they're not in contact would be a lie. They still have contact, yes, but I would say it's mild contact and maybe not as much as it used to. I would say it's at least died down by about 50 to 60%. But is there still contact there? Yes.
Okay. She did a short apology today. Was it sincere, do you feel, or was it just for damage control, or was it sincere?
Absolutely not. I don't think it was sincere at all. Um, I think it was. Remember when I was doing the card reading and I was talking about how she likes to strategize and she thinks she's like one step ahead, and it's more for a manipulation tactic and purpose, not
What
not
what what
something that's
what word did you just say?
a manipulation tactic. Okay.
Interesting. Interesting.
Okay.
No, I'm just it's they'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
It's interesting. Um Does the gentleman named Natter truly care about Foodie Beauty, or has he ever, or is it just her financial, what she can do for him? Has there ever been any
Wait,
emotional?
is that the guy I was talking about? How like someone that pulls the strings? Oh, he doesn't give a shit about her at all. It's if that's what you're confirming to me, the person that's gimme, 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 take, 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 take. No, he doesn't care. It's whatever benefits him is what he cares about.
Guys, I'm just using the word gentleman as we're talking here. Okay, so does the Natter guy does he have feelings for the new chick that he is with, the new woman that he's hanging out with, or is it just another what can you do for me
I
financial gain?
I think this individual has any sort of feeling for someone that is benefiting him. That person does not feel like a genuine good person to me either. It definitely feels like someone that wants to use people until the well becomes dry. So he definitely cares about it while he cares about it, not the person. He cares about whatever it is while he is getting it. And then once he's not getting it anymore, it's like, all right, I'm done.
Interesting.
It's like a
Guys,
battery. He'll use you like a battery, and once the energy's gone, you toss it in the fucking trash. Don't matter no more.
guys, I'm not feeding any answers on my face. Chill. I'm chill out. I'm so over the nitpicking tonight. I'm not feeding her any answers. If all right.
I would just ignore it.
It's just like, how can me looking like I'm stunned or shaking my head is.
I mean, half the time I have my eyes closed and I'm looking all around, so I don't know what they're talking about.
Okay. Did this guy Natter and this woman Dee Dee meet off of YouTube, off of Foodie Beauty's channel, or they have known each other from a past?
It doesn't necessarily feel like it's something that's newer. I would say that there's probably history there. It doesn't seem like just like a fluke meeting. It seems like someone that um there's been contact in the past.
Okay. Do you think that Foodie Beauty will ever find true love ever? And I know that's kind of a
Um that's kind of like, okay, so that's normally a question that I wouldn't really answer unless that person was asking me, but I will give a blanket statement of, like, when I was pulling her cards, I feel like she's very sad on the inside. And I feel like her personal worth is not where it should be. And I think her attitude and her how she talks to people and how she talks about people and how she interacts with people reflects that. You know the saying hurt people, comma, hurt people, or people that are hurt people. I'm very much picking up that vibe. And I'm not giving her an excuse or a pass. I'm just saying, like, people that go through that kind of stuff tend to hurt other people. So I will say that it feels very much like that. And I feel like anybody in that predicament, not just her, but anybody in that predicament, and that could go for me or for you or to anybody in the chat or people in Georgia or people in Timbuktu. If you don't love yourself, you won't fully accept love from other people and you won't be able to fully give love. So I feel like until she as a person fixes and corrects some things in her own personal feelings and life about herself and just circumstances and situations, then I don't think anybody could in that circumstance. So for right now, that's just how I feel about it.
Hold on 1 second. Guys, we're not doing any questions about health, nothing about anybody passing, none of that. No health, no passing.
Yeah, I definitely don't answer health questions.
Okay, my bad. We got that. Okay. Is a gentleman named James around Foodie Beauty for friendship or financial gain at this point?
Both. So I feel like I feel like this person likes her to a point, and then once it gets to that point, then it's tolerating tolerating. I said tolerating for financial, like, from perks. I don't want to call it necessarily financial gain. Let's call it perks. You know what I mean? It feels more like a perk than a financial gain. So it's like, I like you, but then, like, when you start to annoy me, I'm like, but there's perks. Does that make sense? Am I explaining that okay?
Totally makes sense.
Okay.
Totally makes sense. Was Foodie Beauty Chantal ever in love with James, aka Pete?
Um, in love, no. Really, really, really liked, had feelings for, probably. Being in love, I would say I don't think it got to that point.
Cool, cool. Foodie Beauty used to date a gentleman named BB. Allegedly, Foodie Beauty says that she broke it off with BB. In your eyes, do you think that BB broke it off with? Now, again, if you don't want to answer anything, I totally get it.
Mhm.
Did BB break it off with Foodie Beauty, or did Foodie Beauty break it off with BB? This is her past relationship.
Okay, I think that there's validity to both sides. Um, Definitely doesn't feel like something that's solid or good. Um, I would say it was mutual, but yet not mutual. It's like they both wanted to separate at points in time, but I think the other person would be BB.
BB, yes.
BB.
Yes,
Okay.
Milan. Milan.
I don't know who that is, but okay.
No, no, I know. I just kind of, so.
Okay, so the BB person, I think, put the nail in the coffin and did the final straw. But I think that there was, on both sides, it was wanted at certain points. But I think the person that finally called it quits was the other individual, the BB person.
Okay, Dove Kitty has a cool question. This is a good one, Dove Kitty. Dove Kitty says, "Was Foodie ever a social queen in her? Excuse me, in her teens? Like,
What do you mean, like a social queen?
was she, kind of the, party girl, or was she kind of like the quiet, kind of, would you look at me, or was she like, I
I mean,
guess,
I can't really tell something like that. It's kind of hard, but I do pick up a sense from her that it was more of, or she is more of the type of person, I wouldn't be surprised if she was like that when she was younger. Someone that does things for attention. Now, whether it's something positive or something negative, um, people would rather have negative attention than no attention. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was more her doing things for shock and awe value, even at a younger age, because that's just what it feels like to me. But to call her, I guess, a social butterfly or like something like that, then I would say no. But if she was known, it was probably for reasons that weren't the best all the time. Or she would be known for poor behavior or something that was embarrassing. She would rather do something embarrassing like, pee your pants in class and be like, "Oh my god, that's the pee pants girl," instead of her not knowing who she is.
okay. Welcome
I'm not
everybody coming
saying, I'm
in.
not
Thumbs
saying
up.
Peter
Check
Pan.
out. This is me, or excuse me, it's me, Vanessa Duh. That is our guest tonight. Welcome everyone coming in. Okay. She frequents a place that we call the outhouse. It is a outhouse in the middle of nowhere, literally a bathroom.
What?
Yeah, I'm not making this up. As them, unfortunately.
Okay.
Now this is going to sound weird, but bear with me. I'm interested and curious what you have to say about this. This is going to sound out there, but they're with me. This is the
Okay.
Foodieverse is a strange place. Does she visit this outhouse for restroom purposes, or is there something else allegedly happening at this outhouse? I know it sounds weird, but
Okay. Okay. So here's something even weird for me. I don't know what an outhouse would do with someone visiting, and I don't know the circumstances of what you're even talking about. So I don't know how to make sense of what I'm hearing in my head or what I feel in my gut. But I don't want to use this word. I don't know. Give me a fucking different word. Good lord. Sorry, I didn't mean to
No,
drop
no,
the
you're good. You're good.
ball.
And I know this is a weird
Okay, so
question.
let me put these words out here, and maybe you can make sense of it more. God, I don't want to use these words. God, I wish that they would give me new words sometimes. Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna throw out some words. I'm gonna throw out the word pleasurable. I'm gonna throw out the word attraction. I'm going to throw out the word enjoyable. There's something about that space, and I really feel like it's really like a real outhouse.
Yeah, yeah. It's do you want me to try and elaborate a little bit more
No,
without
no,
okay.
not yet.
Okay.
There's something very enjoyable about this place or space or this shitter. I don't. um. Oh God. Could it? Ooh, I don't want to call it that. Let's go back to the word pleasurable. It seems like there could be a little bit of pleasurable attraction, enjoyableness. It's like she really likes to be there. Yeah. I'm just gonna stop at that because it's kind
No,
of
no, you're good. You're good. You're good.
okay.
You're good. It's interesting, and you threw some interesting words along the way.
Oh,
Okay.
well, the feeling that I'm feeling on the inside is very interesting.
Okay. She
Ugh.
has been frequenting Montreal.
Okay.
Is it to just go to Montreal to hang out, eat, drive around, kick it? Or do you think she is going to Montreal to find this guy, Nader?
I can't with 100% certainty answer that question, to be perfectly honest with you. But do I feel like she could have stalkerish tendencies or behaviors? Sure. But I can't definitively tell you why she is going where she is going. But do I feel a single white female-ish type vibe? Then yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. So, and again, you don't have to answer any of these. You don't have to answer. So, there is a restaurant and a tourism spot called the Orange Julep. Um, a lot of people think that they were there together. And she proclaims they were. I guess what my question is she sneaking off to still meet this gentleman that she allegedly proclaims she has no contact with?
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I can't tell you. I mean, again, definitively, I can't map in her head or in my head where she goes and why she goes out.
Yeah, yeah.
But definitely a feeling, if this is the person that you're saying, or this is the person that you're bringing up that I said that they used to talk more and then it just kind of like dropped off and now they talk a lot less, I wouldn't be surprised because there's still connection there. So it doesn't seem like there's no connection there. So I wouldn't be surprised if it happens, but I can't tell you with 100% certainty. Like
Okay.
I'll be perfectly honest. Like if I feel something, I'll tell you. If I don't
Yeah.
feel it, I'll tell you. You know.
Yeah, and I guess I kind of some of these worded them kind of wonky too.
That's okay.
Okay, now I know this, and again, you don't have to answer this. It's kind of in the realm of health, but in a kind of it's being intel to something being broken. Again, if you want to pass, I respect, like I said,
Mhm.
every So Foodie Beauty alleges that she her scale is right and that it is not broken, and I guess, to kind of stay away from the health, is this scale, this weighing scale broken, or are we telling a tall tale per se of,
To be honest with you, I don't know if her scale is definitively broken or not. Um, but I just to again make a blanket statement, I wouldn't be surprised if she was not being truthful or forthcoming. I don't really think that there's a lot of truth or genuineness to her.
cool, cool. Again, you can also pass on this as well.
Mhm.
Allegedly, she proclaims sometimes that she has a therapist, she sees a therapist. Do you, and again, you could pass, is this a tall tale? Has there ever been a therapist, or is it, another tall tale of,
I feel like there is possibly some validity to that, probably off and on, but not consistently.
cool, cool. Okay. Okay. Is she sick of the drama, or does she eat this up, or
Loves it. Fucking loves it. Fucking loves it. I really think that she would rather have people, like I was saying before, she would rather have people talk about her, even if it's all bad, than not talk about her at all.
okay, kind of in the same realm? Is her family sick of the drama and the nonsense that brings along with her YouTube channel? And
I think they're embarrassed. Sorry, not to cut you off. I hear
no,
shit.
no, no, you're no, no,
I
you're
think that they're very embarrassed, and I think that they're ashamed of her behavior. I think that who she is online is not how she acts with her family. I think that there's very much different there. Now, I'm not saying that she's an angel with her family. I'm just saying that I don't think she carries all of that to the Thanksgiving table. You know,
yeah, yeah,
um,
totally.
but I think that there's a lot of embarrassment and shame, and I honestly I think that they just don't even look or avoid it now.
Okay. Do you think thank you, was it thank you, Mallory, and thank you, Stress Mess.
I
Thank you
know.
guys. Thank you. Thank you, Mallory.
Mallory's one of my mods on my
Yes.
channel. She's the best.
Yes. And thank you for being here, Mallory. Okay. Do you think that she will lose her YouTube channel, or will she continue to flourish, or will it go down?
Okay, so remember when I was pulling cards? Has she lost it before? Because I remember I threw it out there.
Yes, yes. Just
Okay, that's what I was
um
looking at. Okay, because to me it seemed like she's already lost something before, and I'm assuming it was her channel. Um, if she doesn't stop her bullshit, I think she will lose it again.
okay. She keeps hyping her we she calls them the VIBs, that's her members. We call them the VIEs, but
Okay.
um she proclaims that she wants to travel and continue to kind of be like a travel channel vlog. um do you think that's all a pipe dream, or will she really do these plans?
I think she can want to all she wants. I don't think that she can financially do it. If anything, you know, when I was doing the card reading and I saw this in cards that, she feels like her channel is stuck where it is. Um, and she has dug herself such a hole with how she is and who she is and what she does that she's not going to be able to get out of it to a point. But the one thing that I did see is if she was different as a person and she went to different places, even if it was like different restaurants, different type of stuff, and did stuff like that. Because I know that she eats a lot apparently, and I don't mean that as being rude. I'm just
No, that's her shtick.
that's
That's
her
her.
stick. Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like if she did that and was like genuine and nice and was like, oh, I've never been to this Greek restaurant, I've never had Mediterranean food, I want to try it, blah blah blah. If she was more like a genuine, nicer kind of that type of content, then I think that she would. What is that saying? You attract more flies or more bees with honey than crap.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. She proclaims that there's a new guy in Montreal, a new beau, we'll call him. Do you feel that there is a new guy, or this again is just another tall tale of made up?
I wouldn't be surprised if she is talking to people, but I don't think it's like past the talking stage. I don't really think she gets far past the talking stage with people.
Okay. So back to the VIEs, the members. Do you think, and again, you can pass if you want, of course, always.
Mhm.
Do you think that she genuinely cares for people on her channel, um, or it's just for financial gain?
Um, I feel like there is some feelings there, but I don't think that she portrays those on in front of people. Um, I think that is just in the back of her mind, but I don't think that she puts a lot of weight into the people that she follows and stuff. I'm sure that she genuinely like sees repeat names and stuff like that, but like I don't think she like has relationships with these people or strong relationships with people. Like for example, like I know a lot of my subs by name. I know a lot of their stories sometimes. I talk to them personally. Like anybody that sends me a private message, I answer every fucking
Yeah.
oh, sorry. I cuss a lot. I'm so sorry.
No,
Uh,
you're
I,
good.
I answer every single person back. So I don't think it's anything like that. I don't think it's a genuine. No.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay,
ask my
so
son if
these
he
are
can
all
bring me
okay. So I just something random came to my head. So this is just it's not written down. You can clearly read here.
Okay.
Um,
I'm asking my son if he could bring me a soda from the garage fridge.
okay. Do you feel that um and again this kind of if you want to pass on this as well, do you feel that Foodie Beauty eats for the taste, or do you feel that Foodie Beauty eats to fill a void, a a comfort, you know, like are you kind of get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, like emotional eating.
yes.
I think that there's both. I think that there's both. And I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't want to elaborate. This is one of the things where I'm picking up a lot more, but I don't want to I don't
Yeah,
want to
no,
put her
totally.
personal stuff
That's
out
why
there.
I knew it was kind of in the health. Um hold on y'all.
Sorry, I'm messaging my son
No,
on
no,
the
you're good.
Alexa. Like, can you bring me a drink?
You're good. Um guys, I'm not leading any questions. I'm not. I'm just answering her. I'm asking her the questions that I wrote down. I'm not leading. She hasn't seen the questions.
Yeah, we didn't talk about anything like that.
I'm not leading any of the questions. Okay, let's see here.
Hopefully he's still awake.
Okay. Yeah, let's take a couple questions from you guys since you
Yeah.
proclaim I'm leading, which I'm not leading. Okay. Okay, guys. So questions, she'll answer a couple questions. Again, no health, no you kind of get where, what this stuff, no health, no, is no time is she gonna pat, none of that. No,
Yeah,
no
no, I don't
health,
answer questions like that.
no stuff like that. Ooh, that's a good one. Um, that's a good one. Layla says, "How is her relationship with her sister?" Again, if you don't want to,
I would let's leave it as a love hate.
okay, okay, okay. Hey, answer Foodie's question.
Someone asked Vanessa, "Where's my necklace?" I don't know what they're talking about.
I don't see Foodie. Do you guys see their?
Oh, did she come in here?
They're claiming that Foodie's here. I
You know
don't.
what? If Foodie Beauty is here, if she wants to private message me on one of my socials, I'll do a reading for her because I think she needs it.
Okay, Foodie, did you hear?
She can message me on one of my socials, Itsmevanessaduh, and I will do a reading for you because I think that you
They're
would need
saying,
it.
guys, where do you see her? I don't. I never blocked her. None of my mods ever blocked Foodie. Did you guys? Amber, I don't think.
I
I don't.
wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't answer that, Amber. I just
Yeah,
that's
Amber,
not my
that's
that's not
kind
my
of.
place.
Yeah, that's guys. That's kind of in the health, kind of the. You know,
People say she's in here.
where are y'all seeing her?
I don't know. But she can contact me.
Okay, and again, you could pass on this if you would like as well. Sandra Z says, "Is Chantal ever going to get married?"
I think that. Thank you, babe. Sorry. Can I give you
No,
this?
no, you're good. You're good.
Thank you, honey.
Do you need a break, Vanessa? I know this is
No,
like a
my son
lot.
just brought me a drink, diet soda, because I was done with my coffee. Honestly, I really think I'm gonna go back to the comment of saying that it's really hard to love other people when you aren't the best to yourself. And I think that we all kind of struggle with that.
Foodie, you can if there's something you want to say. I don't see her, but they truly, I
I
she
don't
must
see her
have
either.
me blocked. If there's a question,
What is her name? I didn't see anything. Is it just called Foodie Beauty?
yeah,
I don't know the name of her channel.
if there her message, guys, why was her message deleted if she was being good? See, that's I don't want anybody, as long as she
Yeah,
is
I
being good.
honestly, I'm seeing some of the comments, and I, I mean,
Oh, okay,
whether
but
you like her or not, she's still a person,
yeah,
guys.
yeah, and I've had like she was going through some things during the summer. I don't want to, get
Yeah,
into it, right? But I told her, I said, I've been through a lot of things, and substance is not a road you want to go down. And if you, ever,
yeah.
but unfortunately, Foodie,
Tell her if she's in here. Tell her to or Foodie if you can hear me. Message me on Twitter or Instagram. It's me, Vanessa Duh, and I'll answer anything you want.
okay, Chloe Flowers says, she
She's
asked, "Where
she's
did
still a
you
person,
get
you know.
this one from?" Well, Foodie, first off, Vanessa's not this one. She's a person. Yeah, she's not a this one. She is a person,
I am
and
a person. I'm a real girl.
she's a real girl.
I'm a real girl.
um, okay, that's a good one, Amber Nicole. Amber Nicole says, "Do you sense a loved one spirit around her?" That's a good one, Amber.
Um, around Foodie.
Yes, yes.
I'm sure that she probably has loved ones visit her all the time. I mean, that's pretty standard and normal, to be perfectly
But
honest
there's
with you.
not a Pacific person that sticks out.
I don't really do mediumship stuff. Like something like that's mediumship, I would not discuss with anybody
Okay,
other than her
okay.
because that's
My bad. No,
that's her
that's cool. I
yeah, that's her
totally get it.
personal stuff. Yeah.
No, I totally get it. Totally.
I keep trying to look to see if there's anyone named
I
Foodie, and I don't
must be
see a Foodie.
blocked by her because I'm not.
Well, I don't think that I am.
Oh, you shouldn't be.
Yeah, she don't know who I am.
Okay, yes. Mutton Chop has a great question. And again, pass if I want you to feel comfortable. Do you think Foodie has a deep love for Natter?
Is okay, so I don't know who's who in the
Yeah,
scenario,
yeah.
but let me just try to specify. Is Natter the person that is the gimme 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 guy? Yes. Does she genuinely care about this person? Absolutely. And I think that that's why they use her, because they know it. And that's sad. And that's what I'm saying. Like, whether, I mean, I'll be perfectly honest, whether she can hear me or not, I've never watched her. I only saw some stuff that you were showing, and I was like, holy shit. Now, that isn't someone that I would want to be besties with by any means, but whether you agree or disagree, she is still a person. She does still have feelings.
Yeah.
She is still a human being. And oh, there's Foodie Beauty. Now I see it. It just says all I
Oh,
see
excuse
is
me.
sure you haven't. Foodie, message me on one of my socials. It's me, Vanessa Duh, and I'll talk to you. If you want to, it's totally up to you. But I'll help you if you want help.
Jazzy, thank you, love.
Or I'll also answer some questions for you. Message me on either Twitter or Instagram. It's me, Vanessa Duh, and I'll talk to you about anything you want to talk about. Because I think you
Yes.
might need it. I don't mean that, and I don't mean that in a mean way or an attacking way.
Oh, she might message Vanessa, guys. She might, out of all people, she might actually message Vanessa.
I mean, honestly, Foodie, I don't know you or anything like that, but I pick up what I pick up, and I'm not gonna treat you poorly or anything like that. I think everybody deserves dignity, you know.
Okay, let's answer a couple more questions, and then how do you want to do your card reading?
Oh, so what I'm gonna do? Okay, so let's tell people one more time, just in case, because I'm sure people have trickled in.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop around and
Oh
fill up
yeah, no
my
problem.
I'm just gonna top off my water right quick while you.
Okay. It's hard. I only just literally saw Foodie Beauty because it popped up, but because there's so many, the chat's going so quick. Okay, so here's two things. I'm gonna give away a free, quick little mini read. Just throw some cards up that I'm picking up for you. You have two options. You can go to my Twitter, follow me on Twitter, and retweet my tweet for this live. My name on there is Itsmevanessaduh. Um, that's you can enter in to get a free reading doing that. Also, if you want to win a free reading and you don't have Twitter, or you want to do both and make the odds forever better in your favor, go to my YouTube. It's me, Vanessa Duh, and subscribe to me, and I can see all my new subscribers, and I'm going to pick someone out of the subscribers to win for that. So just make sure that you're doing one of the two to get a free little mini read from me. Mallory is my mod. Mallory is in the chat, and she can put out my stuff. Foodie, it's totally up to you. If you want some help, then I'll be happy to give it to you. I'm not talking crap about you. It's just, people genuinely want to know more about you because you're out there, my dear. It's totally up to you. If you want some help, then I'll be willing to help you. So definitely, like, go to my Twitter, follow me, retweet the last tweet about this live. It's me, Vanessa Duh. Also, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube. It's me, Vanessa Duh, and I will do a quick little mini reading. Oh, if it's not really her, then that's okay. I'd be surprised, but then I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. I bet I had to top off the old water too.
I can't tell if it's her or not even with my gifts. There's so many people in here.
Okay.
There's like almost 500 people in here. You can't.
Just Saying's pretty slick. She is our YouTube guru. And guys, just check out Just Saying, our great Just Saying keeps us. Just Saying is a channel in our community that kind of she kind of Foodie Beauty likes to delete things sometimes. So Just Saying's kind of our go-to and our archive. And guys, I want to say this. We have a phrase here in our community called cow tipping. Listen, Vanessa it's hold on, comment, since I'll go back up.
It's a fake account.
Vanessa's not trying to become a Foodie Beauty reaction channel. That's not her realm. So, I want to make that clear. If so Vanessa's not trying to be the next, Foodie Beauty reaction channel.
No, not at all.
Thank you guys all for being here. Sorry if I missed anybody coming in. Sorry if I missed any super chats.
What is I mean, I know what cow tipping is, like
basically
in the country,
it's good question, Common Sense. Basically it's a term that we have kind of created here in our community. It's different people have reached out to Foodie, and some people have called, if she's been shopping or at a grocery store, things like that. They've kind of like intercepted, I guess, in the story. So we call that cow tipping.
Oh,
it's kind of like, intercepting in with her real life. Okay, one question, Vanessa, and then we'll get right to it. Common Sense says, where do you see her in the next where do you see her in the next year or the next 5 years?
Oh, 5 years is very hard to get to. In the next year, sadly, I don't think that things are on the up and up for her. I do see more of a decline. I think that she's going to suffer a few losses, personal losses, not like losses as in like, family members or anything. I'm not saying that, but just like personal losses. But really, it's really just depends on her. If she makes some changes, I think things can be better for her. But if she does not make these changes, then I think that if she continues the way that she is, she's going to have some personal blows that are really going to affect her. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But she can change that. She can absolutely change that. It's up to her. It's up whatever path she takes.
Okay. Okay, y'all. Okay, you want to get to
let me find some people. Let me find a couple winners real quick.
And guys, if you don't win, now listen, if you guys are into this, if everybody can contain themselves like the adults that we are, maybe we can do more things like this. If we can respect it's open-minded. Like I said, not everybody, you go, Mallory, LOI, I do this for free. And that's fine, Dove Kitty. That's fine. This is the stuff I'm talking about that discourages me. This is a show that we decided to put on. Vanessa didn't ask me for money. She didn't ever come at me. So, think what you will, or it's not a cash grab. We did this for fun.
I mean, no, neither you or I are making anything from it, so it's
Yeah.
not a smash grab. We did it for fun. Sometimes people say like, they do this for free and stuff like that, and I'm glad that they're able to do that for free. That's cool. Now, whether that person has true, I know quite a few public mediums and stuff like that don't do it for free. Now, I mean, I don't personally know them, but I know of them. This is what I do for a living.
Yeah.
Whether it's content or whether it's my private readings and stuff, I would never ask anyone else to go to their job and work for free. Whether it's something like social media, or if you flip dope burgers or you sell
Yeah.
real,
Yeah.
you know. Okay. So as far as a winner, let's see. There is Jody Spira from Twitter. She shared Jody
Okay.
Spira. So let me just pull a few cards for Jody Spira. And
Jody, are you here, love?
it's going to be really hard to find her name because the chat is moving so quick. Jody Spira. Hopefully she's here. Hopefully she hears it. If
Jody,
not,
if you're here, if not, of course. Okay,
oh, I
there's
see her right
Jody.
there. She just said, "I'm here."
Awesome. Nice, Jody.
Awesome. And then I'll pick someone from. If you haven't yet, you still have a minute. Go sub to me on YouTube. It's me, Vanessa Duh.
Yes, guys, the people that don't Dove Kitty, I'm done. I'm cashed out for the night with arguing. I've tried to be cool. I read one of your questions. Fantastic.
We haven't been able to make her happy from the empathy comment.
Yeah, I tried to be. I'm not trying to call you out. I just, I say this all the time. If you want to start your own channel and maneuver almost 367 people, fantastic. What we do over here, we agree to disagree. I'm not trying to pull your leg. Either is Vanessa. This is just something that I wanted to do. It wasn't even Vanessa's idea. I said, look, Vanessa, will you do me a favor? The foodie verse is getting boring. I thought, hey, change of pace, something different, other than looking at the same old nonsense, eating every day, listen to the same old thing about Natter. I thought, let's switch it up, try something different.
Yeah. Honestly, I would say majority of people in here are being cool, respectful, and listening. We're not going to let the naysayers ruin it for.
Yeah, and it's just,
we haven't been able to make Dove Kitty happy since the beginning.
And that's why
she's having a bad day. It's
question, and
she's having a bad day. It's okay. Thank you, Kelly. Kelly says, "Thank you, Kai and Vanessa. Have a great night."
Tatum says, "What tarot deck are you using, Vanessa?"
My favorite one right now is the Energy Oracle cards. I have tarot decks. I don't like tarot as much. Okay. I call it tarot just because, people sometimes don't know the difference between tarot
okay.
And then I also have a Starry Beginnings deck that I grabbed.
Now, what are the difference? I'm curious. I don't know.
So technically, tarot has a lot more meaning sometimes. For me, Oracle is more situational, and I feel like I personally relate to situational, and it goes better with the things that I hear in my head. I have a question for Vanessa, a question unrelated to her profession. Vanessa, where did you get your awesome bat light behind you? Amazon. I have a little ghost one too. I have a little here. Let me turn my camera. I have a little ghost light.
Yes,
too.
show them your setup right quick.
I have tons of stuff on there. You just can't really see everything. If you type in on Amazon neon bat light, you'll find it. And then that one's like a pinky kind of purple color.
Yeah, she's got a really cool
I have a lot of stuff.
Little really cool crystals in this little terrarium. Yeah, she's got a cool little setup.
I do. I have a lot there. The camera angle here is making it super small. Okay, let me go back to the reading for what was her name? Shish kebab. Was it Jody?
Yes.
Okay. So Jody, I'm picking up and I'm seeing here in cards that you are very tied up. It seems like she's a very I want to call her busy, but I want to say like it's not just busy like time wise. It feels like it's more of a like a give, and I feel like you could be depleting yourself, and you're draining. Like right here, it says you're draining your own abundance. Also, too, like you have a journey card here, and I feel like with this journey card and this world card, you're not making a lot of time for yourself, and I feel like you need to not let people around you deplete you. I think at the end of the day, you need to take care of you a little bit more. And let's see what else we're getting from this deck. Okay. Same thing, a lot of the same thing here. It says you're using up a lot of your energy and it's not going for you. A lot of this has to do with you releasing yourself of burdens here. And then okay, that makes more sense. Also, it kind of feels like you're holding in a lot and you're not releasing stress or anxieties or just releasing yourself from burdens. It feels like I feel like there's a lot of burden here. Whether she's taking care of a lot of people, she's not taking care of herself is what it kind of feels like. What does that say for Vanessa?
Thank you, Ginger. Ginger says, for Vanessa, your beloved grandmother is with you, I'm assuming right now, fully proud she couldn't say it before.
Which grandmother? Because I'll tell you if that's the truth right now. Which grandmother? Father side or mother side? I would love to know. I would love to know. Jody S says 100% accurate. Thank you, Jody S. Definitely, Ginger. Let me know which one. Okay, let's see. I mean, is she oh, she said it was for me, right? Do I do cleansing rituals? No, I don't need to. I don't need to. Ginger, I would really like to know if it's on my mother's side of the family or my father's side of the family, because I'll tell you a story about that right now. Let's see. I have to pick someone from the YouTube subscribers. Okay. That was a reading from first a little mini read for someone that shared on my Twitter. I just picked someone at random. Okay, let's see. Let's pick someone from my subs.
Thank you, Ginger. Ginger says maternal.
Maternal. Well, my maternal grandmother, I never met her. My maternal grandmother, I heard from my aunt was a psychic, not a medium, but a psychic, and people would go to her. I never met her. She died when my mother was in her mid-teens. So that would be absolutely wonderful. But I never met her at all. Okay, let's see. Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. You don't have to meet with people to have a connection with them or to see them or anything like that. When I do readings for people all the time, I'll tell them about family members that are around them that don't have any connection with because they didn't know them in their living life.
Mods, will you drop Vanessa's link to her channel again? Thank you. Okay. And thank you, Mods. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I know this is kind of, something new and something different. And, like I said, the foodie realm has been you can only watch somebody eat so many times, hear about, Natter, the puppet master, so many times. So thank you for being here, Vanessa. This has
Oh, of
definitely
course.
been a breath of fresh air.
Of course. I'm just trying to go to my YouTube subs here. There was someone named Cor- Cor- Corelia T. Corelia, and then the letter T. So I'm just going to do it for them. I don't know if they're in here or not. Corelia T, if you are here, this is going to be for you. If not, hopefully she gets it on the playback
Right.
or something along those lines.
Right, Nat B. So many paneers. She has ate the same thing days and days and days in a row. And we're like,
What?
it's a dish called paneer, and it's an Indian dish, isn't it, guys? And she just orders the same thing, and it's like she eats, and then she's like, all right, guys, see you later. I'm like, goodness gracious.
Okay, let's see. I think the name was Corelia. Vanessa, you are so patient. Everyone tells me I'm extremely patient.
She
I do think
is.
I have a lot of patience.
She is.
I have a lot of patience for people. I think it's because I do genuinely like care about people. I do genuinely like, want people to be happy and stuff like that. And I think a lot of my patience comes from the fact that I used to work with senior citizens, and a lot of them had like dementia. A lot of them had hearing issues and stuff like that. And you have to have a lot of patience for your patients. And I just genuinely like love and care about people. Okay. Corelia. Okay. Corelia has okay, I'm gonna put this out there very blanket so she can, or blank so she can fill it in because it's a little bit of personal little tea here. Corelia has someone in her life who is pulling her down really bad. It doesn't seem like a relationship. It seems more of like a friendship relationship. And it's like she knows that she needs to leave this person and just love them at a distance. But I feel like it's more of a friend, not a family member, not a lover or anything like that. It feels like a friend that is doesn't treat her so well. I also think that this friend could be talking some ish behind her back. And I think that she knows it, and she needs to leave this person and definitely walk away. I don't want to put too much more out there without giving more detail. Let me pull a card or two from this deck. This card talks about you being your own personal great gift and not letting anybody dull your shine. I'm not surprised. Again, you have someone that's holding you back. And also here, it has a card talks about personal purpose and your own personal journeys that you're meant to take. I really think that she knows, she's going to know right off the bat who I'm talking about. She needs to walk away from this person. Sometimes you have to end friendship for self-preservation, and I think that you need to do so. And that's on that.
No toxic friends, baby.
Nope, not at all. Not at all. Oh, I feel so itchy. I have this medicine that I'm taking for my skin, and it makes my face dry and it makes me so itchy. And I'm always like itching now and stuff. And no matter what I put on, as far as like moisturizer and stuff like that, I use like CeraVe, and it still kind of makes me feel like I want to itch so bad.
I am always dry.
It makes me so freaking itchy. Normally, well, the medicine that I'm taking is because I have very oily skin.
Okay.
And the medicine that I take, it's pretty much Accutane. And it draws all the oil out of your skin.
Oh wow.
So I'm just like, I'm wanting to itch so bad.
All right. What are you good? Do you want to read another thing in your cards? Are you cool? Or
if people have like genuine questions, not
yeah,
Not pertaining to themselves, but pertaining to like my gifts or how I get things
Okay,
or
cool.
stuff like that, I'll be more than happy to answer questions like that.
Okay, guys, did you catch that? So, not pertaining to you. Yeah, if you want to ask, anything about her gift or just
Someone's
genuine.
asking the lottery numbers for tonight. Listen, I wish that I could give every single person, including myself, the lottery numbers. Um,
Tinker,
oh,
we
sorry.
have.
I was going to say,
Sorry,
Mallory
my
is
bad.
saying, no, you're okay. Mallory is saying, yes, I do go live on my channel a lot during the week and on the weekends and stuff like that.
Tinker, we're not gonna speak on Foodie's pets. I don't. It's a risk. I don't want to. I wouldn't want anyone to speak on my pets. So
No, well, I don't communicate with animals.
no, I mean just anything about.
No, no,
I
no.
wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't want anybody to speak on to my, you know.
No, that's yeah, you don't talk about kids, you don't talk about pets, you don't talk about stuff like that.
Okay, Miss Kim is coming in. She says, "How long have you had your gift?" We answered that in the beginning. What
I'll
was
say it again, it's okay. I mean, I've always been like this since I was a child. I've always been able to communicate with the dead since I was a child. Even before I knew, it's like I remember seeing them. I remember the first person, one of the first people I ever saw. I can picture him vividly in my head. I did not know that they were dead because I was too young to understand that they were actually not here.
T girl? We're not no pets, that's we're not no health, no pets. It's in it. That's why I get that she doesn't know BBJ's a cat, but out of respect, I wouldn't want anybody, is Kaya's pet gonna we're not no,
No,
I'm
no.
not no pets, no health. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude here, guys. I'm not um I just read a good one here.
Someone sent a question in a super
Yes,
chat.
Amber Nicole, that's what I was just gonna say.
I had to scroll up to see it. Let me see. How do dead people look when you are out and about? How can you tell that they are a spirit versus a real person? Okay, so how they look. Okay, so I'm a real person. I look like solid mass. These people look hazy. They look gray. You can't necessarily see through them, but they don't look solid. They don't look like me and you. It's more transparent. It's more hazy. It's more foggy. They don't look like solid people like us. They
Okay.
look like if you were to touch them, you just go through.
Ooh, Poison Ivy has a great one. Are
Okay.
ghosts in movies depicted accurately?
I mean, well, I don't remember seeing any ghosts in any movies technically.
Just how like the way, like we'll use Casper, so just like
They don't look like a white little thing.
well, no, I'm saying like, like the kind of
Okay, so if I had to describe it, now they can come to me in many different forms. They can come to me and just be like a silhouette. They can come to me and be more of like a grayish kind of like shadow. They can come to me and look kind of like a grayish, kind of like mannequin-y kind of silhouette. Sometimes they're a full body like apparition, and it really just depends on how strong their energy is and what they have to give at that moment in time. Um, I would say that I don't know what movie or show in particular that they're talking about, but it's not like stereotypical like ghost with white sheet type thing.
thank you, Susie. Susie says, "Sorry, I couldn't hold my tongue. Love you, girl, and this is a great stream. Thank you, thank
Thank
you,
you.
thank you, Ginger, for the super chat. Thank you." Okay,
I've never seen Ghost, Erica. Everyone like says like, "Oh my god, you've never seen it." I know of it. I know that Patrick Swayze is in it, but I've never really watched the movie. I know that Whoopi Goldberg and Patrick Swayze are in it, but that's about it.
Cindy has a great question. Do you do group readings or is it too?
No, I can do group readings. I've been approached and I've done group readings for family members before. If someone wants a group reading, then they would have to contact me privately. My private readings are for one-on-one only. But if someone wanted a group reading, then you can contact me on any one of my socials. It's me, Vanessa Duh, and I will be happy to help you.
Okay. Kate or Summer Cat says, "Are spirits you see dress?" That's a great question. Are spirits you see dressed like their time period?
Yes, for the most part, yes. Yes.
Okay, yeah, that was a good one. Tatum says, "Will Kaya get her tiny house?"
I feel okay. I don't want to out you.
No, you're good. You're good.
I feel like you could be running towards that goal a little bit more if you were a little bit tighter with your purse strings.
They know it makes sense. They know that. Okay.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Give me just
You're
one
good.
second.
You're good. Okay, so guys, why Vanessa takes a quick break. What did you guys and respectful did you guys like this just for the, something different? Is this something, we're interested in? You know, we definitely need to pull in the respect factor with each other. And Cindy Puppy is still trucking down the road. So
Sorry, my cat was going off the chain out there. I had to go see what she had.
um yeah, something different. I do want to rein this, as far as, we've really got to treat each other with respect. I mean, it's if you don't like me, if you don't like Vanessa, if you don't enjoy the live streams, YouTube is full of many different channels. I always say this, and I say, if I wouldn't tell you in person, I don't type it.
Yeah.
I get that everybody has bad days. I'm a little on edge tonight. At one point, I was telling Vanessa, I said, I can't breathe. Then my nose is running. Then it's dry like now. It's all red. That's why I keep stepping away to cough, blow my nose. So, yeah, on the replay, guys, if I keep stepping away, I don't want to cough, while Vanessa's trying to talk. But, we really have got to learn, respect.
I think for
Agree.
the most part, everyone's like, um, everyone's pretty nice. Like this person just said, Vanessa comes across very sassy and confident and handles being bothered. I lost it. It handles being bothered very well. Um, I mean, honestly, and I think that the reason why is because I can respect other people's opinions. I can respect other people's viewpoints. Like what, for example, not to go there, but what I believe in politically, maybe Kaya doesn't. We could be in total. I have friends that are total odds of the spectrum politically than me, and we still love each other. We still respect each other. We agree to disagree. We just don't talk politics. But if we do, we talk with respect to each other because we're really good friends, and we're like, hey, listen, what about this side? And they're like, yeah, well, I can kind of see that a little bit. It all comes down to perspective. The way I see things, the way I feel about things, the way that I think about things could be totally different than Kaya or anyone other than you. And it comes down to us. We're all adults and we all respect each other. And that's all it is. And I have patience for other people's viewpoints.
And Flynn, that's your point, or I mean, that's your perfect example here. That's your opinion. Vanessa's not scamming anybody. You're not. You don't have to buy anything. That's again, she's not okay. I'm gonna ask.
I would just ignore. I just
Yeah,
ignore
but it's
the
just
comments. It doesn't
like
bother
I
me.
said earlier, I really put Vanessa to the test, and Vanessa didn't even know that I was out here. I existed, and think what you will, but my friend literally said that Vanessa said something that her own family doesn't even know. So I mean, call it what you will. It's not, have your opinion, but you guys know that I'm a lurker. I research things for us, and Vanessa didn't even know I existed at the time. Excuse me. And I said to my friend, I said, there's so many different people out here. Get a reading. Don't.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, dude, it blew me back. She was like, this is something that nobody ever knew. I've never put on my social media, my family. So I mean, Flint, I don't, know what else to say. Amber Nicole, oh, this is a great one, Amber Nicole. Amber Nicole says, what does it mean when you get a whiff or a scent like a deceased loved one smelled like?
More than likely, okay, so when you have family members come and visit you, more than likely the average person will not feel them around. Sometimes you can feel them around. You feel like this, like, if I had to describe it, it feels like tension in the air. It feels like a heaviness in the air. You can sometimes people feel like they're being kind of like looked at. Sometimes they just keep going like like someone's over their shoulder. A lot of times, spirits are able to put things in your path, send you messages, certain ways. And sorry, my soda's giving me burps.
Oh, that's what you seen. I was burping too.
um, Now they can leave off a lingering smell, and it could be something that is a smell that they used to have, like say there was like a distinct perfume that they always used, or this person always made a certain cake and you just got a random whiff of it. I would definitely take that as an experience of their coming around and saying, hey, listen, I'm still here, smell this. Now, do they I don't know whether they all have the ability to do it, but I think it really more has to do with like energy, if they're able to do it, not if they can or if they want to, it's if they're able to. Um, let's see.
Lark
Ghost
says,
fart.
the red larks coming at the same time.
Yeah, ghost farts.
So did I.
Ghost farts. Vanessa, do you consider yourself a psychic or interpreter of the messages through the card? I mean, part of being a psychic is interpreting what you're seeing in cards, but no, I don't only just pick stuff up in cards. I feel certain things about what I'm seeing. I hear random things in my head. Um, I get imagery as well. So I'm not just reading cards. The cards help me make sense of what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing in my head, the feelings that I'm getting. It helps make sense of it.
All right. Well, anybody got any other questions before we wrap it up? Is there, Vanessa? I'm like, you did incredible. I think you did a great job. I you guys, I think it was very spot on.
Well, I don't you're going to have to tell me, tomorrow
Yeah,
or something
I
like
think
that.
that you guys, a lot of you guys know, to kind of recap it. You guys know that our girl is, what do we say about attention? We always say that, like said, that she she strives for attention, whether it be good attention, whether it be bad attention. Attention, food, and attention, those are the two core sources of what Foodie Beauty strives for. I mean, those are the frictions that she'll even say it herself. She does it once in a while, but more back in the day. She would pull these like diet things, and well, I'm only gonna, eat grapes, or she did a potato diet or a water fast, and then an hour later, it's like, well, guys, I just ordered a large pizza, but we'll start that tomorrow. And then it just, that's kind of
Yeah.
what really, um, kind of what started her, I don't know how would you guys word this.
Tension?
This kind of you know, what really started her channel. You know, we call it a hug box. She has memberships. That's the VIBs I was talking about, and you cannot disagree with her at all. You can simply say, man, wow, that's a big portion of macaroni and cheese, and she's like, you never know what you're gonna get from her.
Yeah.
There, 1 minute she'll come on here, rawr, you were never gonna talk about Natter, and then the next hour it's like, well, will you guys hang out with me till I go to sleep? And the whole conversation's about Natter.
Yeah.
The guy that you were talking about, the second person, that is the James character, her best friend, and we call him Pete's. Around here, we call him Deadbeats, like a deadbeat dad. And he has quit working within the last year. And they're allegedly best friends. And he is just completely living off her. He doesn't pay anything. He doesn't take out the trash. I mean, nothing. Their house is absolutely filthy right now, and I'm not talking like, over here I need to dust up on this little shelf. I'm talking like the full size black garbage bags, 2 of them chilling in the living room, things stacked. They got like the theater couch with like the little arm thing in between the cup holders.
Yeah.
The cat, a couple, was it 2 days ago, you guys, the cat was like stepping all over the food boxes, and it just, I mean, her everything is just really declining. But people will say go get help, and the problem is that we've discussed is, and able to do care, counseling and therapy and get help, you have to almost surrender yourself as far as talking about whatever it is, because there's obviously some kind of void that she tries to fill with eating. That's one of the questions, like I said, that I answered you, and I do believe most of the time it's out of boredom, but I do think there's something that she's running away from, and none of us can really really pinpoint what that is. She doesn't really seem to have like any serious. She makes jokes that her childhood trauma was her mother giving her papaya juice boxes, and that was her trauma. And we're like, really, a lot of people have had real life trauma out here. I don't want to, go left and Debbie Downer, but trauma is serious things that people, can't handle. It's out of their realm. Maybe, you had a wreck, lost your brand new car, your house fire, or you losing a loved one. That's traumatic events.
Right.
Not your mother, putting a papaya juice box for years in your lunchbox. So you should have spoke up and told her you didn't like it. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't think, she made a comment about a month or two ago and was like, there's only 5 people in the world, or 5 people in this chat, that understand what I'm going through. And what had happened was, this Dee Dee lady came into the picture. We think allegedly that it was one of Foodie Beauty's subscribers. And she was dating the guy, the puppet master. And now these two, the new subscriber of Foodie Beauties and this Natter guy, have ran off. So Foodie Beauty got mad and allegedly said that he S8'd her, so he assaulted her and kept her against her will. And a lot of us don't know, is this court case real, or are they using this as a storyline?
Yeah, I would go more storyline.
That's kind of where we all are leading at.
I want to answer a question that someone sent a super chat on. And this is a huge misconception. Um, Someone said that they want to book a reading, but they don't want to know when they're going to die. Even if I ever picked anything up like that on somebody, which is very much not something that I would even want to pick up on somebody. But even if I did, I would never, ever say anything like that at all. When I do readings for people, a lot of times, like, they'll tell me that they're nervous, and I can feel that they're nervous. I can feel it hits me like a truck, you know? But anybody that's ever gotten a reading from me, I don't ever say horrible, negative, scary things to them. So please don't think that I would tell you anything like that, because I'm just not like that. Trust me, if you knew me as a person, like you've watched me enough and stuff like that, you would know that I'm just not like that.
Yeah, that falls back into, like we were saying at the beginning, the whole health realm.
Yeah,
You know,
and I try to be as ethical as possible. I'm not gonna do anything wild like that.
and a lot of the time, you've even said, that I've watched in your chat that, you can do a card reading or you can do a question reading.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's up
So
to you. It just depends, like, sorry, my lips are dry.
no,
If you want
I get
to
embarrassed, ask them. I call it crusty lips or lips when you have like that. Like
you
I
can
always
feel it,
tell
and it
them, like,
drives me
sorry, my lips are
nuts.
crustaceans.
Yeah, I definitely, like, when you do a reading for me, or for my services, technically, if you book a reading from me, you can book just a simple little tarot card pull, 15 minutes, ask your questions. We'll go through them, all kind of stuff. I'll pull cards. I'll tell you what I'm picking up. And then I have a 30-minute option and a 45-minute option, either with or without tarot cards. If you don't want to ask questions with cards, then you don't have to book a reading with tarot cards. You can just book, if you're just wanting to make a connection with Grandma Lucille and your Uncle Jeff and whatever, then
Whoa, wait a minute.
what?
You just randomly pick those names.
Those are the random names that popped in my head.
I literally have a Grandma Lucille that was my grandmother's, and then I had an Uncle Jeff. That is wild that you just riffed off those names.
Honestly, those are the names that have been popping up into my head this whole entire day, or this whole entire time. So
yeah, that was pretty wild. Like,
I don't know, it must be like I'm gifted or something. Who would fucking know?
telling you.
But if you just want to make connection with the other side, then you just need something with mediumship, and you don't need cards. And it's totally up to you. But I would never tell anybody anything like negative or bad like that, or I'm it's just not me. It's just not me.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, guys, you never know about somebody passing. I mean, like, what's the old saying? Tomorrow's never promised.
Yeah.
It's you can't ever predict that. Real life trauma happens, and
Mm-hmm.
so well, this was fun, Vanessa. I had a great time, and I hope you guys did as well.
Someone's asking if I would come back for another collab. I definitely would. Absolutely.
Definitely. And that's what I was asking you guys, if you had a great time, and guys, respect. See, this is the shit. Hog queen, be nice. This is what I'm talking about. This is why it makes me not want to do things like this and just not do lives, because it's like, how hard is it to respect each other? It's not hard. There's a million people in here to talk to. This is why I'm just like, I just get like, I try to pick new things and this is when I get like, I don't even want to do new things, because it's like, some people don't know how to act. It's ridiculous. I try to give you guys the benefit of the doubt, let you have fun, let you play around, and it's old.
Well, I think more people liked it than not.
Oh
liked
yeah,
it.
no, totally. I'm just saying that it's like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know. I guess I don't get it. Sometimes I'll make funny comments and troll around when the time is right, but when there's a million other people in here to talk to, it's like it just blows my mind that it's like some people just hone in on some people, and it's like it gets old. It's like talk
Yeah.
to there's 333 people in here, and it's like
Thank you, Cindy.
you
Everyone's
know
saying thank you. Vanessa, the side effects of your where'd it go? Medication is dry skin, dry lip. Yeah, Sandra, it's technically it's Accutane, so it pulls out of the oil because I over produce oil really bad and I would suffer from acne. Um and it pulls all the oil out of my skin, so I'm super freaking dry. I'll peel like a lizard. I exfoliate every day, moisturize every day, makes my lips dry, all that kind of stuff. And it makes me itchy, so I'm just like this whole time.
Flynn, nobody is calling you a troll. I'm saying the people that cannot conduct themselves and want to be disrespectful to each other. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not calling everybody trolls. So on that note, all right. Thank you so much for being here, Vanessa. I hope that you guys had a great time. But we just got to learn to respect each other. And, if not, it's back to videos and no live stream. So thank you so much, seriously, Vanessa, for being here. And yeah, I had a
Yeah,
great
I love
time,
being here.
honestly. So, guys, go check her out. It's Itsmevanessaduh. She does have Twitter, got her YouTube channel, and she's kind of like me. Vanessa's on the late night tip.
Yep. I have my social media everywhere is It's Me Vanessa Duh. I have Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. I know there's a lot of people that are asking me about readings. If you want a reading, then message me and I'll give you my booking link. My social media and everything again is It's Me Vanessa Duh. So just send me a message and I'll give you my booking link. But I would love to come back again and whenever you want or however
You
you
have
want to
two in
do.
your description too, don't you, of
Yes,
your YouTube? Okay, that's
yes.
what I thought.
In all my videos, there's a description and my private booking link is linked in there as well.
Totally. And like I told Vanessa, I told her, I said, I was trying to explain to her our realm of, what and you're fine, Dove Kitty. You're fine. I get, I don't know what everybody's got, and I say this all the time, you guys. You never know what's going on in somebody's, real life. I get a little frustrated. You guys get a little frustrated. I don't mean to get snappy. I've got a
No,
lot brewing. Vanessa,
Southern, I don't do that.
everybody's got stuff going on in their real life. So, I don't want to get snappy with you guys, but, I got a lot brewing on here. And, I try to roll to YouTube and not let my regular life cross over. But it's to the time that, you know, my grandma's, really having trouble. She's not really walking good. So it's like I'm trying to make adjustments
Mm-hmm.
to make sure, I've got my own life. I've got my dogs. I don't have to move in there, right now. So I'm trying to make adjustments so where she can, stay comfortably in her own home.
Right.
So I don't want to be snappy to you guys, but I've got a lot, brewing in the old
Mm-hmm.
minerals right now. So I appreciate each and every one of you. And Vanessa, appreciate you guys, so I had a great time. And like I was telling Vanessa, the girl verse is there's a couple other characters in the girl verse as well that
Yeah, we
would
could
be
definitely do readings
interesting.
on other people if you want. I'm totally down.
Yeah, it would be interesting to tap into. Like I said, and guys, check out the beginning of this. And like I said, this is kind of a rough draft per se.
Mm-hmm.
Vanessa is this your first time on StreamYards?
Yes, you're my
Okay. And
friend.
you guys know that I've always, the first time that I had StreamYards, I've always had Monty stories from the internet with me to kind of, so, old Kaya was nervous, like, all right, let me make sure I get this right. So, once I get things swinging, you guys will know. And Now that we figured out how to send the link and all that.
Hey, now that we know, yeah, I was gonna say, now that we know how to do it, then we'll be cool. Now we know what we're doing. We're professionals now.
I was on the phone with Vanessa. You guys know how I am. And literally, I was like, okay, Vanessa, talk me through this. I'm like, you know, I told her, she goes, well, what are you going to film when? I said, I got my old device and my new device. I said, you know, help me figure this out. I'd rather film on my new device, but, you know, so thank you, Ginger, and thank you all for being here. And if you're just coming in, catch the replay. And Vanessa's got tons of videos up over there.
Yep.
And I told Vanessa, I said, you know, should start doing like a little series of different, you know, maybe experiences you have, things that happen, you know, just all kinds of ideas.
I definitely have so many story times that I could do because of the things I've seen and stuff like that. I just I don't really make my story times as much as I should, but I definitely will start to do that for sure.
I think that would be, and let me know if you guys, I think that would be highly interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, different encounters and different, you know, I think, you know, because this is a realm that, you know, some people, it's new, and it's new to me. And, you know, even when I first, you know, went in Vanessa's channel and I'm like, well, how this and how that, and how do you know this? Then like, it's interesting. So, you know, it's things that she can answer that, you know, other people, you know, they're like, oh, it's my gift, I'm not telling anybody, you know. And but I definitely think that you truly, in my opinion, have a gift.
Thank you.
Like I told you guys, I put her to the test. She had no idea that I even existed at the time. And that, like, now she still doesn't even know who I'm talking about. So
no, I do. Well, I do so many private readings for people. I wouldn't have the slightest clue of where to start of who, and I probably wouldn't even remember, to be honest with you.
So yeah, so I think, like I said, you know, Vanessa's kind of like me. You know, I said, just start cracking into your ideas. I said, I've got little notebooks and fragments of notebooks, and I'll write down stuff. And it's like, I really just got to start doing them. I gotta, you know, if people watch, if they don't, great, you know, I can share some of my stories, things I've been through, and you know, just stop being, just put it out there.
Yeah.
Put it out there.
I enjoyed it. I think majority of people enjoyed it. Even if they didn't enjoy it, they still hate watched us. So haha. So okay.
Right.
You know, that's fine for me.
Foodie's laying in her bed right now with the bag of chips, like,
yeah. She's like, oh, they're talking about me. My ears are ringing. I loved it.
I don't know, man. This Vanessa's kind of scary, man. She's spot on. That's what I said. Out of all people that
I don't even know. Like, I don't even know. Like, the things that I'm picking up. I have not even. You and I haven't discussed it. I don't know. I don't know. You haven't confirmed anything for me yet. We haven't reconvened or talked about it.
What do you guys think? I think
I don't know anything about
it. I think she hit the nail on the head. I think, you know,
I really want to know about that outhouse thing that you were talking about.
Okay, yeah, guys, let's explain that right quick before we go, because I know, Vanessa, nobody's ever probably asked you a question like that. So
no,
why I asked that is there's an outhouse. It's a wooden shitter per se, and it's in a park. And allegedly, you know, we'll say we did a video about a month and a half, maybe about it, probably, well, about maybe 2 months, month and a half ago, and there were some substances per se around the old Snifferooski. And it seems like she'll go to this out. What we think, and again, these are not facts, these are just my opinions and my chats. We think it could be a drop off, pickup, transition spot for substances.
Okay.
She, like, like I said, the video that
That
we,
was
she
okay.
erased it, and I have the video. I don't know which one it is, but she, is like getting back in her car, and she's like, I'm like, you got a felony 5 hanging there, bub. But she's like, oh, my nose is just crusty. It's just the weather, and so she did erase the video, and we think that it's maybe a pickup spot. Hey, look under the toilet paper roll, and I already PayPal'd you the money or Cash Apped you like a pickup. Because after the ride home, she's like on the way, she's like, oh, I don't want to get out and take a walk. And then on the ride home, she's like, bzzz, buzzing down the road.
Okay, so that would make some sense because the words that I was picking up was pleasurable,
Yeah.
enjoyable, stuff like that. So there's some, yeah, I could see that. It just made me feel very, very, very uncomfortable. And if it's something like substance use and stuff like that, that is something that I stay very clear from. So I could see that being a possibility for sure. I could for sure see that
Um,
being a possibility.
yeah, when you said pleasurable and enjoyable, if you I'm gonna watch the replay on this.
Yeah. It's just it put like a very bad feeling in me, and I was like, I don't like this. I don't like it.
Yeah,
But
and you were like saying like, I don't want to, like, yeah. So even I'm gonna go back and watch the replay on this, because I was trying to, concentrate. But when you said pleasurable and enjoyable, I was like, hmm,
mhm.
interesting. And I think I even said that at the time. But
Yeah.
and then the when you talked about the two people, being up under her, the one to take her, um, that's the guy Natter. So
Okay.
she was seeing this guy, and basically they met on, like, I think it was, what was it, guys? Plenty of Fish, wasn't it? Um, Plenty of Fish, I think it was. Was it Plenty of Fish, guys, or Tinder? And basically it started out as a substance relationship.
Mhm.
She came back home, and she was like, we did this, and I almost overdosed. And
Oh,
people are like, whoa, wait a minute, this is not starting out good.
that's not something to be
And
proud of either.
so
Ugh.
as they're both personalities are dominant. Foodie likes the ball in her court, and so does Natter. And this chair's like, everybody said that, this isn't gonna work. You're too first off, you go to somebody's house and they offer you, we call it Jocaine over here. You
Oh my
know,
god.
um
Oh my
well,
god.
check
You
out,
guys have
I
such
I
good
made a
names.
character named Jocaine too.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
check out that. It's a good time. I made a character called Jocaine. But anyways, she was like, oh, he's just a party, and we're like, wait a minute. You know, she said that he had a random uh crystal method pipe chilling. And I'm like,
Mm,
nobody has a random, crystal method pipe just chilling. He sounds like, he has a problem, with
yeah.
things. So
Mhm.
what I think, it's like a bond. It's like when you start a relationship with somebody partying, it's all fun and games. Your
Yeah.
endorphins are going, you're busting out your happy chemicals, and then it literally it just, she would come back, and one minute I love him and we're the best, ever. And then the next day it's like, so he's a toxic.
Mhm.
And allegedly, he went to prison. This is, oh, I want to be careful and tread lightly, but he went to prison for stabbing his ex and a family member, and said that they tried
Mm.
to kidnap him, and it was supposed to be self-defense.
You know, Is this the gimme person?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that would make sense. You know, because I remember saying that and I remember feeling he's just not a good person. Um, and that would make sense in their dynamic too, because I think that she is submissive to that person. I think that there is a level of control there that she allows to happen. And I think it's because she keeps wanting to prove herself to this person. And it's just not getting her where she wants to be.
You nailed it on the head. And then there's James Beats, Dead Beats, but he has a channel called Peace of Mind. Welcome, Stephanie. Welcome everybody coming in. And James, that's why I asked you, did she ever love James? So James was like her high school sweetheart boyfriend, but they started off on a weird note. She was like trolling him at first.
Yeah. Is
And
that the one you asked me if she was in love with him?
if she had ever been in love with him.
I don't think like deep in love, like I don't no, still don't.
So a picture of James got loose and he was naked and she showed it around and like I said, so basically it was like a trolling turned into relationship. Okay, so now fast forward to present and James lives with her and he doesn't work, he quit his job, he's won't take out the trash, won't do nothing, and people are saying, look, I don't care who you date or hang out with. She's like, well, he's just my friend. A new guy, a new person can understand. Well, yeah, he's your friend now, but he was your ex.
Mm, yeah.
He's just your friend now, and you say you don't have feelings for him, but how many people want to start a new relationship? And hey, by the way, don't mind my ex in the bedroom over there that I was with for years.
Yeah. Uh, you know, I just, sometimes like when I was reading the cards on her, and I'll circle back to it, there just seems like I don't, I mean, granted, like I said, I don't watch her, I don't know her or anything like that. It feels very sad. It really feels very sad. I think that
It's
there's a lot of sadness there. And um whether you like her or not, just you, but just in general,
yeah,
whether you like her or not, she is still a person. And just just seems really, really, really sad. And I feel bad for her. You know how, like I was saying, there's a figure of speech that says hurt people, and I think that that's definitely
she
her
said
motif.
this. She says that like with the Nadir Natter, she'll say that I want him to hurt like I hurt. And
Mhm.
she said a couple,
That would
what,
make
you
sense.
guys, a month or two ago, and
When people say that, like, I want him to hurt like I do, it's not like it's not in a way of revenge. I don't think it's about revenge. I think it's about understanding how that person affected them. Like, I want you to understand, this is how bad you hurt me and broke me. I want you to fucking feel that. Because you're never going to feel bad for what you did or understand it until you feel it, and then you go, "Oh shit." You know what I mean?
100, you nailed it. And that's what people are trying to explain to her, that he doesn't care. He doesn't he doesn't like we and you nailed it. He seems like, and well, he does truly, to me, he seems like an opportunist.
Yeah.
So when you said
Is that
take
the
take
person
take,
I said, or is that the take one? Who was the one that I said it's like they're good, but then when he can't stand her, he's there for the benefits? Who's that?
that's him.
Okay, 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 okay,
Yeah.
okay. 'Cause I'm really
He
bad with names, so Every time I hear a name, I'm like, oh shit, which one is
Yeah,
that one?
that's Natter. Natter is the current guy that she is truly. And when you said, about the stalking, she even said that, she's like, I'm crazy. I'm a stalker.
Mhm.
And, she's,
So she
oh,
makes no qualms about it then, apparently. Okay.
no, no. And, like a couple weeks ago, she said, I cut and copy and pasted thousands of times. I'm like,
Oh goodness.
dude,
Okay.
like thousands of times, like,
Holy moly.
she has no, like no control
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
Whether it be, um, like the other day, she went through Burger King and she had a sandwich. And she goes, wouldn't it be weird if I went back through the drive-through and got another sandwich? And got another sandwich, and she's like, well, I kind of want nuggies. And I'm like, I mean, there's literally,
Mhm.
I love to eat snacks, and I love to, we all love snacks and fast food, and I think me and you had this conversation, once in a while on McDonald's or something, but it's not a mystery that you you can't eat like that every day, dude. you
Yeah. I
you
just,
can't
oof.
financially, and then calorie wise, you can't. And she's on this new kick where it's like, well, I'm just holding my weight, I'm not gaining. And we're like, here's the thing, when you see her on her phone, it's a lot slimmer. But then Pete's, her roommate, her ex, when she
Mhm.
comes trotting in Pete's room, you're like, whoa, it
Is there,
looks like,
could she be, I don't really know, like, I'm not as tech savvy, but I think there are filters where, like, when you record or when you're live and stuff, it kind of just like,
oh yeah,
you know,
yeah, no.
that's
And
kind
it's,
of
I
like one of
mean,
those numbers.
there's quite a tremendous I mean, quite a tremendous difference from her phone and Pizza's phone. And we all kind of joke once in a while. And we'll say, like, sometimes you'll see the filter kind of glitch out, and we're like, oh, your
Um,
filter's slipping. And
yeah.
this last couple of days, she's like, I'm not using a filter. And I'm like, dude, you're using a filter.
Reason
Just,
filter.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
um, yeah, like Okie Doll says, her face is more oblong with the filter instead of round. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, she.
I mean, I think we've all kind of probably done a little catfishing, but yeah, that's kind of, you're really going for it if you can do it on video, because
Oh, 100. Okay,
I
Fran has
didn't.
a good question right quick before we go.
Mhm.
Okay, so, and again, this kind of pertains to health. If you don't want to answer it, I totally respect that. There was an arc that she got on camera and said that his man business was like the size of a golf ball and green. Um, do you believe that this is all shock factor stuff, or was, I know that's kind of a weird, kind
I've
of gross.
never been
I
asked to
guess what I'm
comment.
saying, to be, not disgusting. Do you think these stories are real, or do you think it's made up for the tubage?
I would say saying someone's man member is green would definitely be out of the scope of normalcy and more than likely not true. But then on the other hand, I also do, like I've been saying, I think that she just kind of like throws things out there and sees what sticks. There's like a shock and awe kind of, you know, blurting things out. So I think it's more along that line.
Yeah,
But
but in a way,
definitely if someone's
we do think it was true, because in this process, she had Rhea of the throat.
Oh, I thought you were
So
saying like the whole thing was
no, it was
okay. There could be, but you know what? Who's to say where it came from?
well, that's another thing that we were, people were trying to explain to her that if it didn't come from you, there's a side party out here, you're not the only person. Let me ask you this. Do you get the vibe off Natter that could he ever be happy with one woman, or he's just
Is Natter the user?
yes, he's the take.
Okay, I was saying this earlier. I don't think this person sees value in other people unless he's getting something from it. I don't think he sees a lot of value in people that way.
Totally makes sense.
You're buffer on my end, you're buffering a little bit.
Am I?
I don't know if it's
Okay.
everybody or just me, but you're kind of buffering a
It's
little bit.
pixelated. Well, guys, I had a great time. Thank you guys so much. And this was good stuff. Maybe we'll have to step into more of the girl realm. And thank you guys for being here.
Yes, thank you.
Glasgow Gangster says, will he ever be happy with any woman?
Not until he sees someone's true value.
I think you nailed it on the head as well. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for being here. And again, check out Vanessa's YouTube, check out her Twitter, her socials. And it's been a great time. And like I said, maybe we can tap in more of the girlverse. And
yeah,
there's plenty characters. So
yep.
check her out, guys. If you're just coming in, watch the replay. And Vanessa has, live streams and videos already up on her channel. And yeah, Vanessa, you want to say anything else before we close up?
Well, I would just say, thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you to all the people that have followed and subbed. I can't wait to see you guys on my channel and hang out when I go live. And I'll see you guys over there whenever I'm live. And thank you for having me. It's been great.
Yeah, Vanessa's chat it's her channel is chill. It's kind of like the late night tip like us, and they just do their thing, and it's really interesting, you guys, to to hear Vanessa's readings, and people will say yes, you nailed this, or blase blase. So it's really interesting. I just sit over there sometimes and I just listen to other people's readings. I'm like, and it's so interesting too that, a lot of people, it's like everybody, like you said one night, Vanessa, I remember this, everybody was all, reaching to want to do like different things. And that was, it's weird, you guys. Sometimes the message is like, you're like, wow, I pertain to that too. It's quite interesting.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not what you want to hear. It's what you need to hear.
100. So I love you guys. I need to blow my nose. I am stuffy. I might come back. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a recap quickly. I'm not for sure. Let me use the restroom. I'm going to eat a couple bites of soup and I'll put on my community tab if I'm going to come back. But like I said, either I can breathe or I can't. There's no in between. So see how I feel. But, oh, wow, it's getting super late. But I'll keep you guys posted if I'm going to come back for a couple minutes, but I'm not quite sure. So it is not a pipe. It's the pollen. The plants are coming alive. The outdoors coming alive. So check Vanessa out, guys. Thank you so much for being here. And you know what it is. Have a great day, great night. And Kaya is out.
Bye.